It worked. We did it. Welcome to the stream. What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday to you all. It is great to see you for another week of Nuzlocking as the intro starts. There we go. That's right, for those of you who may be new, this is our Pokemon FireRed Nuzlocke. It says so down below as well, both in the title and description and underneath us here on this main screen, actually. So I pointed over there because it's also over there, but regardless.
Okay. We have Erica in chat, and she says 3 hearts.
What is up, Erica?
And we have Marcus, who says Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you too, Marcus. We went to the Pokemon Mart, sold just one of the item nuggets, spent $5,400, including escape ropes. We departed Bill's house for the next destination. It said we moved Beedrill in box 1. That's true, we did. And Gruul saved the game at this location, Cerulean City. So it said that we faced our rival and beat him handily, which I don't know that I'd call it handily. It was definitely stressful. So there's that. And today, as the title might suggest to you, we are going to be facing Misty. But we've actually got a couple of things that we have to do first. And I say have to, that we are going to want to do first. In fact, the first thing that we're going to want to do is check our Pokeballs. 6? We could probably afford a few more. And so...
Hobgungan is here.
Hey, welcome to the stream portion.
They
Great
say,
to see
hey
you.
There, hi there, ho there.
What's going on? Welcome. It's great to see you live and in person.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Hobgungan is somebody who has kind of religiously watched our pre-recorded content over on Video Games for All. So it's great to see you make the move over to live. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Erica says, here's hoping Misty doesn't leave us misty-eyed.
I agree.
And Marcus says, well, folks, your boy finally did it. I hit master rank on Unite yesterday.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure that's very impressive.
Okay, so this is Route 5. So this is a new route, as we kind of know it to be. So, yeah.
Erica says live and in person, it's Saturday night.
That's right.
Luckily, it's not Saturday night.
We'd be missing a couple of things that we have planned for Saturday night if we were doing this right now.
Gungan says Tacosaur should be fine, but you could always catch a Meowth on 5 to have a backup with Bite versus Starmie Psychic.
That's true. That is true. We also, yeah, because Zubat or Batman won't help us there. All right, so this is not our encounter because this is a duplicate. So for a reminder for folks who are unaware, because we already have currently a Pidgeotto, but we had a Pidgey, you can see that little Pokeball icon under Pidgey's name up there in the top left. That indicates that we already have one of those Pokemon. So based on the duplicates clause, that is a lot of damage, but we're still fine. Based on the duplicates clause, it says that if we have already caught that Pokemon, whether that Pokemon is dead or alive currently is irrelevant. Okay, obviously we have to switch against this one. But we do not cannot catch that one, and more likely or more efficiently to say, we don't have to catch that one.
Hob Gungan says, thanks, great to be here. Hob, is it okay if I call you Hob? Firstly. And then secondly, what else should I call you? What are your pronouns? Please.
So, ooh, nice hit on the Pidgey. So we have One Stone, who has been kicking ass recently, gotta say. Very pleased with One Stone. Although, notably, if we're going to be using One Stone to stop all these Pidgeys, it's going to be a bit of a problem, because we... Okay, there's Meowth. We were right, level 10. Alright, I mean, it'll require some training, but it'll work. Sleep Powder should be fine. Very nice. Okay. Our attack is not that high. I'm going to try a singular tackle and see if we can catch it after that. I mean, we'll see how much it does, but... Yeah, that's plenty. And it woke up immediately, but only uses Growl. We just said we don't really care about our attack stat. So let's try Sleep Powder again. Works first try again. Very nice. So yeah, this is our encounter for Route 5, a wild Meowth. Bag, Pokeball.
So there you go, Hob.
1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, so we have a Meowth. That's a good thing. Meowth's data was added to the Pokédex. All it does is sleep during the daytime. At night, it patrols its territory with its eyes aglow. By the way, it's the Scratch Cat Pokemon, and it's 1 foot 4 inches tall and weighs 9.3 pounds. The urban Pokemon, apparently. And its name... It's funny that it's the urban Pokemon. Amy, do you want to tell people what we've been watching recently?
Pokemon.
We're watching the original anime, because Amy has never seen it. And so, I don't know if this is fully accurate to the accent, but I'm going to go ahead and say that it is. Amy, look.
What?
Do you remember what this building is?
No. What's this building?
It's the daycare center.
Oh.
We're leaving.
Okay. Good.
Oh god, sorry. Tried to get on the bike.
Erica says, I had a great day yesterday, and now I get to hang with y'all.
Awesome.
That's so nice to hear.
Yeah, I mean, if that's just the statement in general, that's awesome. If you want to give specifics, we would love to hear it as well. But
Yeah.
either way, nicely done. Congrats.
I feel like a lot of things haven't necessarily been going your way lately, Erica, so it's nice to hear that you've had a nice day, and I want to know about it.
All right. So let's... Hold on. Let's take stock of our team here. Against water types, we're fine. We have nothing that's weak to water. But, as we've discussed, there are some psychic types. And that means that Gold Digger, probably not going to be doing a ton here. So we might switch Gold Digger here out to put either Brooklyn or Honeybee back in.
Aha! Yeah.
It's probably Brooklyn at least.
Fine.
And then we might be able to put in Honeybee in place of Batman. Because again, they're kind of duplicative in terms of what they do and cover. But Honeybee being
Better.
bug and poison means that it's not going to be weak to psychic. People can correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I think that's correct. How's everybody doing health-wise? We're good.
Hob Gungan says Hob is fine. I'm like Hobgoblin, only a Gungan instead.
Fair.
Okay. What is a Gungan a thing?
Yes, it's if you notice the picture is of Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, I can't really see that.
That Jar Jar is a Gungan. It's the particular race on from Star Wars.
Okay. He, they. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Erica says, can we name him Rug?
Ah, that was for the Meowth. That was a while ago.
Oh. Yeah, I had to wait for you to stop saying things.
Yeah, I talk a lot. Welcome to it. Sorry.
Gungan says, since someone made the SNL reference, I vote for Toonses.
I'm not. Get that. I'm not familiar with Toonses.
Erica says, I hung out with my friend Frank and his wife yesterday, which was my first time leaving my house since November.
Nice. Good for you.
Wow.
That's a big step.
Yeah.
A big step.
And she says, let's check the Meowth's nature. Also, intro time.
Oh, yes. Thank you. There's been a lot going on.
And Hobgungan says, Meowth is easily the best character in the anime. Been rewatching it with my kids.
Hell yeah. Very nice.
CJ's here. He says 2 cats and 2 boxes.
What's up, CJ? Welcome. Happy Friday.
Erica says plus to defense and minus to speed.
Interesting for a Meowth, I guess. I mean, its defense is tied for its highest stat. Oh no, speed is its highest stat right now, which is interesting. It does, Amy, have your favorite ability, Pickup.
That's my favorite ability?
When Zigzagoon had it, you loved it.
Oh.
That when as we walk around and like picks up items and stuff.
We would like steal things without even knowing it.
Basically, yeah.
We would just end up with stuff.
I mean, not for nothing, we have been looking for a Pokemon with like a decent defense stat, so.
Well, yeah. Always. Sorry about the jingling, guys. I have a very hot cup of tea here that I'm trying to steep.
Oh yeah, and you're right in front of the mic too. That's
yeah,
fine.
I apologize. That tea kettle makes it very hot.
Is that a good thing?
No. It means I can't drink it.
I'm going to start going down this way. We can try to get more encounters before Misty, just in case it gives us something, like, incredible. Although I'm not aware. I know Erica's our czar here for encounters lists, but I can't imagine there would be anybody in these areas that would be that great for it. There's a berry up here.
Hob says Beedrill is weak to psychic attacks, but I don't think Starmie has any. It's just a psychic water.
Oh, interesting. For some reason I thought it had confusion. Okay, that's good. Or something to that effect. All right, so here's a Meowth level 10. We send in our own Meowth level 10. I'm probably just going to be cowardly and switch out for Honeybee, I guess.
CJ says not much, just here until Dave begins Overwatch, since I can partake this time.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's good.
Because you've got the power.
Power's back. That's good to hear.
Erica says Hob is right. Honeybee is still weak to psychic, but Starmie doesn't have a psychic attack.
Perfect.
And Hob says Toonses the driving cat was a recurring sketch in the early 90s.
Awesome. Okay.
That's on SNL?
SNL, yeah.
Okay. And then Marcus says, "Listen, gonna be messy. Me no matchin'." And then Erica says the Starmie knows Water Pulse, Swift, and Recover.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right. So recover. I mean, yeah, that's fine though. We just have to like attrition it. I mean, we've got items too, right? So.
God, I really didn't want this tea. I just needed something to wake me up. And so I put like so much honey in this, so it would just like completely change the taste to just a honey taste.
Yeah.
And success.
Does this work? Is this enough? It is, thank God. Okay.
Hob says 6 has the same table as 5, but on 11 you can grab a Drowsy.
Yeah, okay. Drowsy's not bad. Do we have access to like a Nidoran female around here, or is it all dupes now on 6?
So what does he mean by table?
Like the encounter table, the list of possible encounters. 4. Alright, this should level Honeybee, hopefully, fingers crossed. Also, if anybody knows offhand or is willing to look up what Meowth's EV yield is, that would be super helpful, because I'm just curious. This might not kill. It does. Got a strong poison sting there, Honeybee. I know it's stab, but still. All right, so Honeybee is level 17.
And awesome.
36 attack and special defense. Good lord. Okay.
That's nice.
That is nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a really good Pokemon that we should have on our team all the time.
Again, just because it's not on our team doesn't mean we're saying it's not a good Pokemon. It just means that it might not be good for the next upcoming gym or...
Is, though. And it's always going to be.
Okay. I was trying to say something meaningful, but that's fine. I apologize.
I'm saying something meaningful.
Are you?
Leave Beedrill on the team.
My mistake. Alright, so Vine Whipping the Meowth does well over half. Growl is somewhat irrelevant. Although I might... I'll just keep doing Vine Whip. It's fine. Taco Sar is going to level up soon. So, let's talk about a couple of things. First of all, before I forget to say it, next week's stream will technically still be going on, but, and I apologize for this being all over the place, next week's stream is going to be Thursday night at 8 p.m. instead of Friday night at 8 p.m. I apologize for the change with very little notice, but it is Father's Day weekend. We've got some stuff going on. Why did I switch to Honeybee? I kept thinking it was a Meowth. Good, it's a tackle, thank God. Okay. Anyway, we're just missing out on experience here, that's all. Or, like, spreading it out too thin. But anyway, so yes, Thursday at 8 p.m. for the Nuzlocke, not Friday. Again, apologies for the late notice. It had to be done. So, we will see you, hopefully we will see you on Thursday instead of Friday. But otherwise, the VoD will still go up on Saturday as usual at noon over on Video Games for All. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for your patience and your understanding.
Erica says, I think you can find a Jigglypuff here.
Oh, good. Okay.
Which is nice.
So it's a guaranteed Jigglypuff encounter then, if that's the only other thing, which I think it might be.
She said also, intro.
Yes. And that was going to be my next stage after that. Again, like I said, really wanted to make sure I remembered to tell everybody about the stream changing, because that's very important. I'd like you all to be here if you can. Of course, if you're busy on Thursdays, again, as we've always said, like, please don't ever feel bad about not being able to make a stream. Like, we appreciate you all being here. You're all awesome people, but... Yeah,
and we appreciate you trying.
Yes.
You know? It's not about being able to. It's about trying.
Yeah, and,
That's, more than we can ask for.
And trust me, as somebody who plans a lot of different and schedules a lot of different things, I also understand that the more notice you give people, the more opportunities they have to make themselves available for things. So, again, thank you. And I guess then what we should do is... Yeah, let's do our intro. So, as Erica has correctly reminded us, thank you. For those of you who may be new, whether you're watching live or on the VoD, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
We are Geek for All, and we are here, as you may have already figured out or been able to tell, we are here for our first ever Nuzlocke, Pokemon Nuzlocke, with Pokemon FireRed. And as we've said, this week we are gearing up to face Misty. We've got some encounters to get. I think I'm going to make sure to put Batman back on the team then. But who am I replacing?
Erica says no Jigglypuff, but guaranteed Oddish on that route.
Okay, which is not the worst against Misty at all.
I love Oddish.
Interesting.
Not as much as Jigglypuff, but almost.
All right, so I think I'm going to take Margarine out here. In fact, I'll just go like that because it makes me feel better about myself. Because, see, here's the thing. So, as I said during the first stream that we did of this, episode 1, if you will, we haven't really been classifying them as episodes, but the first week of this stream, we're doing our best to not over-level our team for the next, big fight. Now, most people would say you just don't over-level the next gym leader / the champion fight for the Elite Four. We've kind of been doing it at this point where it's been rival fights and gym leaders, but this area is kind of a weird, or this spot is kind of weird, because there is a rival fight at the end of the S.S Anne. And I also mentioned that I like fighting all of the trainers. It's not a hard and fast rule, just like the overleveling isn't a hard and fast rule, but it's something that I like to try to do. And like make it a point to do. But because of that, we might be in a bit of trouble here. Because wow, level 15 Pidgey. Wow. Very nice encounters here. This is really cool. All right, so Batman, I guess? We'll give it a try. Batman's defense is not the best, but so we may end up switching out, but we'll see. Quick attack is fine at 10. It's not great, but it's fine. So the issue is we still survive a crit. Nice crit, speaking of which. God damn. Okay. Can't live that. I mean, is there a chance for Carpe Diem to take this out? What's your defense look like? It's bad, right? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Your attack stat is trash. I'm gonna try it. I'm curious.
Yeah. Erica says, and east of Vermillion, it's only either Drowsy or Ekans.
Okay. So we can hope for Drowsy, but expect Ekans with our current poison prevalence on the team.
I can hope for Ekans.
We have so many poison types. Please don't hope for that. I don't need any more poison types right now. Especially if we're going to get an Oddish. Yeah, I don't need any more poison types right now. Thank you.
Okay, I'll just take the Oddish.
That's fine. You're going to get the Oddish eventually.
Yeah.
So anyway, as I was trying to say, we have a bit of an issue. There's the Oddish. Level 13. Okay. We have a bit of an issue because the rival's ace on the S.S Anne is level 20. Misty's ace in Starmie is level 21. So we are not going to be able to go through all of the S.S Anne prior to and beat the rival prior to getting to Misty. I don't imagine that would work out for us. I guess we've got enough of a team that if people want me to try, I think I could try it. That's a lot of damage, and it's gaining a lot of health back, so let's go to Takosar. I think it would just be a little tough, like, with our saves in Takosar and One Stone right now, because I fear that they will very easily get over-leveled, especially since One Stone is already level 20. So it literally cannot level up prior to the rival fight, based on those rules. Okay, Sleep Powder missed that time. Absorb will do nothing.
Hub says, I forget, did they catch Spearow yet?
We did not catch a Spearow yet.
Erica says, we have not caught a Spearow.
There we go. Okay,
hear me out. We could name this Oddish Emily. It's a great reference.
To what? Oh god, I hit Sleep Powder again.
Hob says, then they might get Spearow, which is fine because I feel like Fearow, more like Pidgeot, but that also makes Farfetch'd an option.
Yes, and I've talked about that. I'm totally down with doing trades, in-game trades, because it's a one-to-one swap, and I personally don't feel, and through discussions, nobody else voiced feeling that is cheating in any way. That's how I feel. If people feel differently, they're welcome to let me know, but I'm probably still going to go with it, just because, like I said, it's randomization in terms of what you can catch, and then, trading for something else. Besides, Farfetch'd, while it will have the trade experience boost, is really not something to brag about that hard, to be honest.
Yay!
Its scientific name is Odium wanderus. At night, it is said to walk nearly 1,000 feet on its 2 roots. Huh. It's also the weed Pokemon.
Yeah.
But also the grassland Pokemon. It's taller than Meowth. Or is it, just shorter than Meowth? Was Meowth 109?
I think so.
Okay, so it's 108, but it weighs more at 11.9 pounds.
Is that with the leaves? Because the leaves got to be different sizes for different Pokemon, right?
The leaves? Probably. Just in like variations in Pokemon like that.
It's so cute.
Are you gonna read the thing so I can figure out
Yeah.
the name?
Erica says Vileplume is based on the corpse flower, and Emily is the name of the corpse bride.
Well, and especially because it's a female Oddish, I guess we can do that. And especially since we know with Amy around, we're not going to be keeping Gloom for very long. So
That's true.
All right, so Emily is in the PC now. We should probably go get her and swap her for whom, though? It's probably going to be Honeybee again. Yeah, because we want the grass types for Misty. Oh, God damn it. But
I forgot the corpse bride's name was Emily.
I don't know that I ever saw it.
Really?
Yeah, I think that was one of the ones that you were like, we have to see it together. And I was like, okay. And, you know, fully intend to at some point see it with you, but we still have not.
I've seen it twice.
Good for you. That's much more your style of movie than mine. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw Nightmare Before Christmas for the first time like 5 years ago or something like that. Like, it's, you know, I don't dislike it by any means, but it's definitely much more your kind of movie than mine.
Yeah. I mean, I've memorized every song from that
There you
movie. Go. Not Corpse Ride.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, Corpse Ride is just okay. I mean, it's there are aspects of it that from like a cinematography sort of standpoint I really love. But the story's kind of bland to me.
Okay.
But it's just not my thing. But Nightmare Before Christmas, the story is much more fun.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's, you know, intentional.
Yes.
Hopgungan says Grassland Pokemon refers to where thus game's weird Pokedex places its habitat.
Gotcha.
This game's sorry for typos.
No worries. No worries.
Marcus says, I do not like that movie. The songs not rhyming bothers the hell out of me. Okay.
Fair.
Sure. Yeah,
Fair.
I can get that.
So I'm keeping Carpe Diem on the team right now because for anybody that doesn't know, at level 20, it's a Gyarados. And also learns Bite. That can be the folks in chat can correct me.
Check Emily's nature.
Well, we'll do that in just a second. In fact, we can do it during this battle, too. But...
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you could.
Well, because you can check summaries during the battle, so... This is Bugcatcher Kygo with 3 Pokemon. Weedle is first. Level 16? Good lord.
Kygo sounds just like a typical kid. Kygo!
Alright, so Emily is a careful nature.
Oh. That sounds cute.
Yeah, she's got Chlorophyll, which raises her speed and sunshine. And she has Absorb and Sweet Scent, because why not?
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh god. Well, I switched into her, which was not my intent. I was just trying to look at her, but here we are. Poison Sting is not a big deal because she is, as we would have seen if we actually stayed on the summary, a grass poison, so...
Nice.
No worries there.
I wasn't sure if she just became poison once she became
Gloom or Vileplume.
Gloom, yeah. Erica says, oh no, Marcus, we might have to fight. I think Corpse Bride is 100% times better than Nightmare Before Christmas. Really? Okay. Well, I feel like the story is such that seems like it would appeal to you based on the types of things that you like, Erica.
It's not going to do well for me at all, right?
So I could see that. And then, let's see.
Nope. Okay, fine. God damn it.
Hub says, I know Nightmare by heart. Libe 4-line at 99% accuracy.
line for line. At
Line
99%
for line.
accuracy.
Okay. Okay, with the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep.
And then 99% accuracy for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much I watched it as a kid. Marcus says, to be fair, Tim Burton isn't a songwriter. Fair. I don't know that Tim Burton wrote the songs, though.
Don't ask me, man. Again, not
I
my
don't know.
style.
Erica says, plus special defense minus special attack.
Yeah, which is like... I feel like all of our natures are bad. I don't know that I've heard. Well, no, maybe there's been like one where I've been like, oh, okay, that makes sense for this particular Pokemon, but it's like one.
There was one that you said that about. Yeah,
there's one. All right, Brooklyn's level 11. He finally got there. All right, Brooklyn.
Hobbs says Danny Elfman is a songwriter.
Yes,
and a thimping good one. Hobbs says Corpse Bride were underwhelming compared to Danny's other works, but still great. And Marcus says, I was talking about Nightmare, but I don't dig Corpse Bride either.
Oh no. Oh god. Alright, this is not going to go well either.
I love the music from Nightmare.
3. We'll get out eventually. String shot's fine. Maybe we'll get a bunch of string shots and we'll be fine. Okay. That's good.
Okay. Erica says, One Stone and Carpe Diem have natures that aren't actively bad, which is the best we have. LOL.
Well, doesn't Takosar have a neutral nature? It's like Takosar and maybe it was Typhoid that had the other neutral.
Oh, maybe.
But still.
And Marcus says Danny wrote the music, not the lyrics.
And of course, Tackle missed right after a crit, so obviously we have to switch out here. Who was in the front? It was Brooklyn. All right, let's try Brooklyn coming back in, getting some bites off on this thing.
9-9.
Nice. 5 damage means crit is 10. Should be okay. 5 damage, crit is 10. Okay, string shot, no problem. It's obviously, well, yeah, okay, it was slower than us, now it's faster, but still, even with a crit, which it isn't, good, we got there. Okay, 60. Good, good. Oh, and that was triple split, not bad. Alright, this is not going to work out as well for us. Don't do it. Okay. Nice crit! Unfortunately, you can't stay in, but that was pretty sweet. Come on, Batman. Help us out. Okay. Ooh, very nice. Almost.
Erica says, also I watched Nightmare for the first time when my family was on a vacation at a camp resort, and they had a cabin where we could watch movies.
Nice.
And I watched it about 16 times that weekend. That sounds like awesome. Me watching Newsies or Spice World.
Alright, so we beat this trainer. And we'll have to go to the center. I think, thankfully, once we've battled through a lot of these trainers, we can use this area to train, especially because then we'll have Vermillion to heal up in. But trying to, like, sneak our way through these trainers before we get there. Because I've also said, for folks who may be unclear about what I was talking about with my, like, kind of self-imposed rules, although these are all self-imposed rules, but kind of the less traditional rules, is that I don't have to fight a trainer the first time I pass them. It's just, you know, I'm trying to fight every trainer I see because that's just how I play. Plus, it, like, if done correctly, it helps me save a little bit of time in terms of, like, grinding on wild Pokemon. Not that it's a bad thing that needs to be done, because it does, and we all just have to understand that with one another, but still,
What about without one another?
This is a streaming thing. We're doing this all together, so no. Not without one another. What?
One love.
Wow, yep, that's it. You figured it out. That's what I was getting at. Thank you.
Erica says Corpse Bride's wedding song is my favorite song from both Nightmare and Corpse Bride combined. Cool. I don't even remember it.
I mean, again, I've never seen it, so I can't help you.
Hub says incorrect. Danny Elfman wrote the Sire music. I think that's supposed to be score, music, and lyrics to Nightmare and Corpse Bride, and voiced several characters in both. Oh, interesting.
11, 13, 15. Okay.
Sorry, huge Tim Burton and Danny Elfman fan from way back. Let's Pokemon.
Again, not a problem at all. We're just facing random trainers here, like...
Yeah, we're allowed to talk about other things. I pretty much never talk about whatever we're actually doing.
Yeah, I'm the one that has to hyper-focus and be chastised for screwing up at any point. Brooklyn, level...
Chastise you.
I wasn't? I was talking more about chastising myself. You're fine. I wasn't saying anything about you.
Oh.
I promise.
I was like, does he mean the internet? Is the internet mean?
Wow, is the internet mean is a very loaded question.
I know.
This is gonna... Oh, God. Batman, could you be more screwed up? It's Parafusion. This early, we're getting Parafusioned? I don't like it. Oh, God, of course we didn't hit. Oh, God. Okay. This is a bad idea. Who said we should do this? Okay.
Erica says Danny was the singing voice of Jack.
Bitch. Okay, sorry, go on.
And voiced Locke in Nightmare and voiced Bone Jangles in Corpse Bride. He does it all. Hub says Beryl. Locke was Pee Wee Herman.
That's hilarious.
What?
Parafusion again, instantaneously. That's insane. This is bullshit. Come on, man. So watch, we switch and it's immediately supersonic again. Does this Butterfree have an attacking move? Supersonic, motherfucker. Okay. Alright, switching back to Taco Star again.
And he was the clown with the tearaway face.
Can't believe this. Immediate supersonic, but it thankfully finally missed. But immediately hits again because they're faster.
She says you might need one stone for this.
Yeah, which sucks because one stone... We got a poison powder off. Okay, so what do we do? Just swap back and forth between Taco Sar and Batman now until we win?
She says this Butterfree has Psybeam.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
That's pretty fucked up.
Oh my god. Why? This is a level 20 Butterfree?
Psybeam is legit.
Fucking
I don't like that move at all.
Yeah. Immediate supersonics on the switches, man. Fuck off. Just die from the poison faster. I know you're not toxic, but let's go. Alright, we hurt of course we hurt ourselves in confusion. For 13 damage and paralyzed immediately. This is garbage. Holy shit. This fucking Butterfree. Get out of my face. Back to Taco Sar, because you have a higher special defense. Supersonic on the switch. Fuck you. Hurt by the poison. Switch back to one... I'm literally just doing switching back and forth. I can't do anything but... This is nonsense. Supersonic, good. You know what? Keep doing supersonics. If I just keep switching back and forth and you die to the poison, that's fine. Holy shit.
Yeah, but that looks like it's gonna take a while.
I don't give a damn how long it takes as long as my Pokemon are alive at the end of it.
Erica says, literally and actually, the worst fight in the game so far is this random bug catcher.
Look at your Elijah, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Fuck you, Elijah.
Look! Supersonics on the switches on all my paralyzed Pokemon. It's fine. Like I said, keep doing it. Keep getting the... Thank God we got that poison powder off. Otherwise I might have, like, ripped my own hair out. Okay. Supersonic on the switch. Hurt by the poison. Oh god, I think it's going to take 2 more. Alright. Let's see it.
Marcus says, that's nice, but I'm still not a fan of either movie.
Fair. Fair. Alright, we got the
enough.
dodge, hurt by the poison, and it's dead.
Finally.
Oh. Wow.
Erica says the rare triple parafusion.
Brooklyn gained 171, Batman gained 171, Takusar gained 171, One Stone gained 171, and nobody leveled up from that.
Oh, God.
You're too good. Go screw yourself, kid.
You suck.
Oh my god.
The worst.
Alright, let's limp our asses back to the center.
Oh, no.
They didn't even take a lot of damage, but they're all paralyzed now. Wow.
Oh my god.
It's that compound eyes too, right? Because Supersonic's accuracy blows. We know because we have it on Batman. But compound eyes, which raises accuracy, helps to make Supersonic not miss that often.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all of those moves, or all those like switches and stuff, it missed like 3 times maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
She says we were one Psybeam from disaster.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I might have like... Yeah, because I couldn't have even like necessarily stayed in with One Stone, because no matter what attack we used, damage dealing or not, because like obviously Gust would have been helpful there, but no matter what attack we used, damage dealing or not, we ran the risk of hurting ourselves in confusion, and as we saw, taking 13 damage from hitting ourselves. So...
It's ridiculous.
It's insane. Insane. Okay.
She says, I think Compound Eyes Supersonic has about 80% accuracy.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. I would say that's fair. I guess it hit 4 out of 5 times, right?
Jayanna says, Happy Friday, you beautiful people.
What's
3
going on,
months.
Jayanna?
It's nice to see you, lady.
Happy Friday. All right, let's face these campers or cool trainers or whatever they are. Me? Well, okay, I'll play. Good. Let's play. As long as you don't have a level 20 Parafusion Butterfree, I'll be fine. I'll Picnicker. Picnicker Isabel with a Pidgey. That's fine. Good lord. Okay.
Jayanna, you just missed us to get our assholes ripped out.
Yeah, nobody died, but it still was awful. Just awful. Wow. 9 damage. Okay. Double to 18. We're fine. Okay. And a flinch. Very nice. Okay. That was 10 damage. Double to 20. We're still fine.
She
Done.
says close. It's like 74%, but still. And then she says, Hi, Jay. Heart.
Brooklyn is level 12. Ooh, plus 3 speed. So much for minus speed on the Meowth. Jesus. Okay. It's a fast-ass Meowth. Batman also gained 93. Not bad. And we switch to Pidgey again. Could probably get away with switching in Brooklyn. I don't know that we can switch back to Batman, though. Quick attack. Jesus. Okay. I'm going to risk it because we have potions if we need. We know that a crit won't kill from this range. Correct. We are 29 down, so if we use a regular potion, we should be fine. We have 10 of them, so not bad. Good. Tackle does 9. Double to 18. But we know a quick attack crit is still 20. Good, that was 10. Bite is fine. Oh, right. Can't do that. Have to heal again? It's awkward. I may just switch to split with the third, but we'll see. Sand attack is fine. Annoying, but fine.
Gianna says, hey, Erica. And then Erica says, FYI, I suggested Rug for the Meowth because the idea of a Persian named Rug made me laugh.
Amazing.
Sure.
Amazing. I think in any of my practice runs that I did of this, like on my own, I think I got a Meowth to a Persian once, but I have poor luck with keeping Meowth lines alive, so I'm going to do my best. We got a flinch. Quick attack did 13. Jesus. So that a crit would have killed there? Okay. Are you low enough for Carpe Diem? Hopefully you are. Let's find out. Carpe Diem's got pretty good defense and no weaknesses here. Gust means... Okay, 8 damage, doubled to 16. Tackle. Wow. Wow.
Hob says Brooklyn is what I named a certain flying/dragon type in my X team because gargoyles.
Nice.
Cool.
Right, so this is bad. Brooklyn? Is Brooklyn going to be able to live and attack and take this thing down? They are pretty fast. Quick attack is bad. Still alive. Oh, but a quick attack kills? Great. So glad I switched to him. Okay. You're going to get like 5 experience on every Pokemon here. That sucks. That was an annoying Pidgey. Sure, it's a Gust. Gotta make me work for it, right? Super effective. Vine Whip so that we don't have a random miss for no reason. Of course, it's not very effective. I don't care. Pidgey's down. 46 per. What a waste. That was annoying. Alright, we beat her. Things just didn't work. Yeah, you're telling me. Alright. Let's go back. Obviously, we've got those 2 picnickers there that we've passed every time. But there is one more person between us and Vermillion. So I'm going to fight them after this heal. So then we can just go down to Vermillion and heal instead of running all the way back up every time. Which is very annoying.
But Joe...
Yes?
That was it.
That's all you had to say?
Yep.
Okay, my mistake. Jesus. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Everything's a long trip.
Yeah. Off a short pier.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Oh, also, folks, if you were eagle-eyed in the last, 2 or 3 hours or so over on Video Games for All, you will notice that the thumbnails for our Pokemon, wow. I have Pokemon on the brain for some odd reason. Our Final Fantasy VII series have changed. Hopefully in a more positive direction. I'm hoping that they become a little bit more eye-catching. That series is a lot better than it is getting views-wise. And so it deserves to have more eyes on it. And I'm hoping that change to the thumbnails will make it a little bit more eye-catching for folks who don't know the things that we do and may want to start watching our stuff. So.
Yeah. And guys, it would really be so helpful if you could share our channels or videos with people you know that you
Agreed.
think might enjoy them.
Yeah.
It would really help a lot.
Yeah. As we always say, likes and shares go a long way. It's true. We mean it. And don't forget, likes, even on we notice those of you that put the likes on these streams. It's big ups. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, another annoying flying type in a Spearow this time. So Peck is prevalent here. So no Emily, no Takosar. But Batman should be okay, I guess. That's what we used against the Pidgeys. So.
Erica says, "Can I be a door-to-door Geek for All's witness?" Oh God.
Yes. Have you heard the good word? And you just hold up a phone with our channel on it.
Did I tell you guys that I was a Jehovah's Witness when I was a little kid?
No, I paused in case you wanted to reveal that, but I don't think you ever have.
I thought I talked about it once.
Maybe. I didn't think so, but maybe.
Yeah.
99 for Brooklyn, 99 for Batman. Not quite level 19 on Batman. Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure I talked about how,
fuck.
we used to, like, when they would come to the door, we used to, like, run and hide, basically. Kind of a traumatic experience, but basically everything was in my house growing up.
Quick attack is fine. 12 damage. Do not poison or sleep it. Well, sleep wouldn't be a huge deal, I guess, because it won't attack in its sleep, but still, do not poison it. It has guts.
It's so round.
Yeah, it's egg-shaped.
What kind of rat is round like that? It's gonna be like a really fat rat.
Oh god. No! No!
It lived.
Woo! Okay. I will not attack. I will not forget that quick attack is a thing. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay.
No! My heart.
We'll go on.
Yeah, thank God, because it was not a guarantee. You can start reading some of that, because I saw some things popping up here.
Says 7 is the only classic Final Fantasy 1 through 9 that I haven't played.
Okay.
I know the basic gist due to pop culture osmosis.
Yep.
But still haven't really had a chance. But I own it on Steam, so as soon as I can afford a streaming setup,
nice.
I can share it with the world.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Very cool.
Oh, thank God we made it to the center in Vermillion. Oh my God. That was so messed up.
Our teeth have so much skin.
Go, please, keep reading. I want to hear what people have to say.
Erica says, I was so certain you were dead.
Me too. Me too.
Hob says, P.S. Holy crap, Tacosaur.
Yep.
P.S. Grats, Amy, for escaping that.
Truth.
Yeah, well, it wasn't me. You know, I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So I didn't sign up, and I didn't exit.
Well, you escaped the household, though, but
yeah,
that was...
finally.
Yeah, but the escaping the religion was prior to you escaping the household.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Significantly.
All right, so this guy talks about his Rapidash. It's cute, loving, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Oh, yes, it's stunning. Kindly, love it. Hug it when sleeping. Warm and cuddly, spectacular, ravishing.
Dude.
These are things that, one, you don't talk about with regards to your Pokemon. And two, if you do, please don't do it to like a 10-year-old child. Oops, look at the time.
And certainly not to that degree.
Those are inside thoughts that you brought outside that we didn't need that.
Yeah.
Whatever, we got the bike voucher, we can get the hell out of here.
My thing that I say is, you shouldn't tell people that.
Alright, so everybody's healed up, obviously, because we went to the center. Let's check the mart. Do we have any new items here that we care about? Like grape balls or something? Nope, still Pokeballs. We have 8. We have $7,000. So let's make it an even 10. Super potions, we have 4. Let's make it more than that. We have 5 antidotes. I feel good with that. And so that's fine. Okay. All right, so we have 2 more encounters to get. One is right here in Diglett Cave. I'm going to wait on that one and go here first. And let's see.
Erica says, and we can grab the VS Seeker.
to rematch that Butterfree over and over again.
Oh, okay.
I'm missing what...
It's a versus seeker, so you can refight certain trainers that you fought before.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But we actually got a Drowsy. I'm super pleased and quite surprised. I did not have much faith.
He just looks like he's wading in mud.
Yeah, he does.
Or feces.
Yeah, he does.
Hobbs says, we make fun of him because he says it weird, but who wouldn't snuggle their Pokemon if they were real?
I don't know that I would snuggle with my fire horse when sleeping.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. But for certain Pokemon, I don't disagree. But with my fire horse, that'd be a bit of an issue.
I love horses, but... fire in bed is not the best choice.
Yeah. Yep. All right, come on, Drowsy. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. There is something that I name all of my Drowsy lines, or mainly my Hypnos. So, a descendant of the legendary animal Baku, which is said to eat dreams. It is skilled at hypnotism. It's 3 feet 3 inches tall and weighs 71.4 pounds. It's the Hypnosis Pokemon.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, Blake is here. He says, ooh, a Drowsy, not bad.
What's up?
Then he says, wow, Drowsy.
That's it. That's the name.
Simpsons.
Because it's yellow.
Yeah. Then Erica says Amy would be constantly snuggling a Jigglypuff. Let's be real.
It'd probably be an Igglybuff if possible, but otherwise, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I have the stuffed animals, and I, on occasion, do snuggle them.
It's true.
Have an Igglybuff, a Jigglypuff, a Cleffa, a Wigglytuff, a Chansey.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all of them?
I
Or am I
believe
missing
so.
one?
No, I think that's
okay. I thought I had 6.
No.
But, yeah, that's what I have. And then, Hob says, I always name my Drowsies Baku.
Okay,
But
makes sense.
that's kind of low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, I always go for Simpsons, just every time. It makes me chuckle.
Blake says, hope that squad hasn't had any heart attacks just yet.
We had some heart attacks, no deaths, but we came. Taco Sar got down to 3 from a Hyper Fang, 3 from Eradicate, but we lived.
It was an almost death.
It was very scary.
It was a whoopsie.
It was very scary.
A big whoopsie. Bob says, Simpson, eh?
Yeah.
New employee?
That's right. All right, let's switch to... Ugh.
Erica says, I came very close to ordering a life-size 6'4" my low tick plushie.
Whoa, that would be awesome.
That's insane.
That's so cool.
Is that's a real thing? How much does that thing cost?
That's a good question.
Oh my god. It must be like very unnecessary amounts of money. And Blake says, yo, someone tell these damn rats and their hyperfangs to chillax.
Right? It's literally one of the only things that scares me when it pops up on the screen is Hyperfang. Okay. We beat that kid. I wasn't necessarily planning on fighting him right then, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Okay, so we have, besides Diglett Cave. So we can do Diglett Cave. And then we have all of our encounters pre-Misty. I guess with all these Pokemon, I guess we should just go into the S.S Anne. I guess.
The S.S Anne sucks.
The S.S Anne may suck. You're not wrong. But it gives us a chance to work on our team. Of course, as Erica will probably correctly remind me, I've not checked if she has said it yet or not, but we will look at Simpsons and find out his nature. Once we have switched him with 1 stone. think...
She says it is real. And also $80.
Jesus.
That's actually not as bad as I thought.
Well, yeah. I can imagine that being like a prize at like a carnival or something. And, you know, you having to spend like $1 million at the carnival to be able to win it or whatever. All right. So I think that makes sense. So here is Simpsons. A jolly nature Simpsons.
Where I used to work, they had for a short time these huge stuffed animals. They were about this long. If you guys can see both my hands right now.
Is this fair? Like this?
I can't see your other hand, so I don't know. Yeah, about that.
This long.
And then probably about this tall. So that's probably like a fourth of what you're talking about, Erica, in terms of size. And they were $65. So honestly, $80 is not bad for something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't have any place on earth to put something like that. But, you know, more power to the people who do, I guess. Blake says that's not a terrible price for basically a body pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Erica says plus to speed and minus to special attack.
I knew you were going to say special attack. I'm so angry.
Because if it's not the worst, it's not ours.
That is
I just spilled tea.
It's pretty annoying. Alright, what do you have to say? He is but a solitary traveler. His sole companions and friends are Pokemon he caught on his journeys. Isn't this the dude who, like, says Pokemon on his journeys and he's got one Pokemon? No, he's got two. Okay. Alright, that's fine then. It's a Growlithe.
Well, he can have one Pokemon. It's just he needs to have more than one journey, Joe.
Ah.
God.
Yeah. Alright, so... Obviously not Emily. Probably not Takosar. Let's do... He's level 16. Let's just do Batman and get it over with.
Hob says, when I did the S.S Anne chapter in my screenshot Let's Play, I just shamelessly quoted Titanic through the whole thing.
Oh, shit. This is going to be a really tough fight. This is a problem.
Is that a movie that people in chat like, since we talked about claymation movies?
Flinch? Hell yes.
Did people like Titanic?
Holy shit. I gotta switch. I'm way too nervous about it. Alright, Carpe Diem. Come in for just the switch and then we'll go back to Zubat, but I need you to, like... Okay. Go to Zubat or Batman? Simpsons again. Okay, well, at least it's somebody who's already been in. You right over there?
Erica says, I'm very neutral on Titanic. Okay, fair. Yeah.
Okay, so no one's going to get any experience from this at all? It's super annoying. Just let me stay in.
Hob says, did the same thing last week with Silphco and Die Hard.
Nice. Alright, let's do a bite. It worked. Flinch. We're done. Alright, he's got one more Pokemon. We're not done, but we're done with this Growlithe, which is helpful. 87, 87, 87, 87. And another Growlithe, also level 18, but gets the Intimidate off. Okay.
Hob says, I avoided Titanic for a decade due to hype backlash, but enjoyed it very much when I forced myself to give it a chance. Okay. Yeah, I watched it in the thick of the hype. And I was a kid. So the movie was too long. And it was... there were a lot of different things going on. I did like Kate Winslet in it, I guess.
and Mr. Andrews, but you know, it really wasn't a movie for me. Like, you know, it's really not a kid's movie. Marcus says, I love when the ship starts sinking. Rude.
Look, those special effects are pretty goddamn impressive.
Yeah, they really are.
Especially for the time.
Yeah.
12, double to 24.
For sure.
Can't stay in, but I have to, so I have to heal. I have not been talking about this fight at all, and it's super stressful, so we should probably talk about it a bit. These 2 Growliths at level 18 are awful. We should be... every time he drags out Emily, it's so weird. We are going to have to go back and train before I can stay on this ship. That's pretty obvious to me. This was a terrible idea.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I mean, I'm glad we learned it now, and hopefully in such a way that we can live long enough to be able to learn the lesson not as much the hard way. Good,
right.
We did. Okay. All right, we can go back to talking about what you're talking about. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the special effects were really good in that movie, and I mean, I'm a giant nerd, so I liked the fact that they really showed the large separation in classes of the people on the ship, like the differences between the people who were first class and the people who were third class or whatever, and you know, how insignificant the third class people were to the first class people, to the point where they kind of didn't care that they were all going to drown. It's just, I mean, I don't like that, obviously, but I liked that they showed how severe those differences were between the classes, because I personally feel like there are a lot of movies that make a reference to that and gloss over it big time. And that was one that I think really fell into that and allowed it to be, I feel like, probably pretty historically accurate. CJ says, hopping off now. Have a great rest of your stream.
Thanks, CJ. Enjoy Overwatch.
Have fun, okay?
Yeah.
2 cats and 2 boxes. Blake says, or when that dude hits the propeller, my gods. Yeah. Yeah. It, like, falls really far and then hits the propeller. Yeah. Hob says, did you find the hidden rare candy in one of the clear patches next to the Vermillion side saffron gate?
I did not.
The sooner you can get Gyarados, the better.
Good point.
Well, yeah. Because it's not like you actually want Magikarp on your team.
Correct. It's a means to an end.
It's the worst.
Yeah, because we got the berry over here, so is it on this side? Aha! There it is. Got there. Thank you. Alright, so now we want... yeah, let's fight these 2. Quit listening in on us. I mean, I've walked past you so many times, dude. You're like in the middle of the path and you're like trying to have a private conversation.
You're right.
Squirtle!
Ah.
Level 20.
Whoa.
Holy shit, man.
Damn.
All of these Pokemon are so high leveled. Thankfully we have Taco Star. I cannot mess around with this shit right now. Bite. Fine. Fine, man.
Hob says Northeast 1. Yay. I'll keep the hidden item list up.
Good lord. That was a sick crit. I loved it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to have to grind in this grass a lot, I feel like. Which is kind of annoying, but
The words are bright red. Was it always like that?
What do you mean?
Am I just now noticing it?
I guess. Alright, so we're at level 16. A little scary, but we've got Batman. So, there's that Hyper Fang. You son of a bitch. Okay. I can literally only use Taco Sar against any Rattata we ever come across now. That's it. Tail Whip. Great! That's going to make it better.
Just walk around with a pair of pliers and just rip the teeth right out.
Hyper Fang after a defense drop. I hate it. I hate this. It's like... Okay. And Pikachu. Okay. Alright, so we can switch quickly to, like, Emily, since Emily's resistant to electric.
I feel like this picture of Pikachu looks a bit off.
You think so?
Yeah, it's, like, kind of creepy looking. Like,
Right.
Pikachu's usually super cute. Something about the way it looks here is, like, just it feels off. In not a good way.
Don't do too many double teams, please. Quick attack is fine, especially with 5 damage. Tail Whip is annoying, but that's fine. Vine Whip does half and paralyzes us on the static.
Lovely.
That's annoying. Tail Whip number 2, just hit. Just don't be fully paralyzed. Good. Alright, we got there. Thank you. Emily gained 139 and grew to level 14. Good job. And learned Poison Powder.
Oh, nice.
Taco Star gained 139 and almost reached level 20. That's actually going to be a big problem, isn't it? Interesting. Okay. Let's grind in the grass a bit, because we got to get all these low-level Pokemon up to a respectable amount.
Hob says, Amy, are you referring to the weird blue text for male characters, red text for female characters thing this one does?
Oh.
Yes, I was. Okay. So it was blue
Because we were talking about guys.
other times, and so that's why it was, like, shocking to me when it was red all of a sudden. Okay.
So we've got One Stone, Honeybee, Gold Digger, and Margarine in the box. We've got... So I think what we're going to do here... I think we're just going to train in the grass, but the grass has, like, level 15s and stuff. So I want to keep, like, one higher level person to, like, help us out. But I think what we can do is put Batman away for Gold Digger and put Taco Star away for Honeybee. And that'll be how we help ourselves. And then Margarine swaps for... Oh, it's got to be Margarine in place of one of them. Honeybee again. It's always Honeybee. Sorry, Amy. Alright. So yeah, we'll have Gold Digger to help us out, although... Interesting. That doesn't help us with flyers. At all. So... but we're kind of screwed either way there. Because we've got... One stone's already level 20. Whoops, sorry. One stone's already level 20. So maybe Batman instead. Yeah, that's the best I can do here. It's already at level 19, which is not great, but that's what I have to do, I guess. Okay, let's do some very much needed grinding. We don't even have our Diglett yet, by the way. Or Dugtrio, but probably Diglett. Here's another Oddish.
It's so cute.
Level 15. But if all it has is Absorb, we might be able to beat it with this level 11. That's not bad. Oh, it's level 15, so it's got Poison Powder. That's fine, though. Why couldn't we have gotten this level 15? Confused it. Very nice. And Did not hurt itself in confusion and got the poison powder off. Annoying. But
Yeah.
we're close enough to the center. This should be fine. It's like 2 more confusions, I think. Correct.
Wow.
Confused. Hurts itself. Thank God. Even better. Even better. 167 and it's level 12. That was a good find. That was great. Plus 3 HP. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're good.
The floor looks like a waffle.
I believe you've said this before, but I don't disagree.
Maybe we could buy a waffle iron that puts that like Pokeball picture in the waffle.
Alright, yeah, we'll see if we can last here. Scratch. 8 damage, doubled it would be 16. Hypnosis is gonna take forever to work, but we'll try. Bite. Forgot about that. Alright. And we flinch, so yeah, we'll definitely switch out. Sorry. My mistake, I guess. Let's put in our Meowth level 12.
Hub says, I almost always find the lowest level of the Pokemon I'm looking for first. I'd say it was deliberate, if not for the outliers.
Alright, this is going to be a problem. We've been growled. We're already behind the 8 ball because we switched in, so we took an attack on switch in, so never mind, I guess.
You've already been growled.
Yes.
You can't growl us. We've already been growled.
It's not true. They could do it 5 more times.
Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate.
4 more times.
Also, Max Ether at the little corner of Shore, directly south of Vermillion Poke Center.
Oh, okay. Cool.
For a secret item, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scratch does 6, doubled to 12, but we're also getting some back, which is great. Alright, Emily. You can deal with the Meowths, I guess. Bite does 5, doubled to 10, but we flinch. Kind of annoying, thanks to the poison, though. We'll be okay. Bite again, but even if we flinch, it's still dead. We didn't, we absorbed it, so we're fine.
Oh, my headphones went out.
There you go.
Oh, because it got caught in my wheel.
Even better. Alright. There it is. Cool.
Max Ether.
Max Ethers
Yes.
are good items. They're important.
Yes. Why is the oddish Emily? Do we know an odd Emily? Okay, Blake, so you came after this was explained,
Yes.
but Eric has said it earlier on.
Do you remember?
Well, I'm trying to see if it's there, but it's not on screen anymore because it's too far back. But she said the corpse bride's name is Emily. And the Vileplume, is
Keep going.
based on a corpse flower.
Correct.
So she thought that it would be cool to name it Emily because corpse flower with the corpse bride's name.
Correct. Quick attack does 9, doubled to 18. If it's a low roll, maybe 20. So we're still fine. Okay. Gust. His stab. Still fine. Confusion. Finishes it off. Good job, Simpsons.
Does anybody in chat have any ideas as to what can be done about a door that slams constantly? Like, according to the property manager, the tension needs to be adjusted, but I don't know what that means, and I want to know if there's anything I can do about it, because every time they fix it, it's never fixed, because welcome to living in an apartment building, apparently, or at least mine.
Blake says this is a wildly deep reach for that name. Kudos, Erica. Laughing face. New hinges. Yeah, I'm about to rip it off the hinges. Erica says heart.
Sweet scent. Oh no, our evasiveness. Okay.
Doorstop? Yeah. Like, I can put, like, WD-40 on it, but that's only gonna help the hinges be smoother, and that's not really the problem. It's, like, the door basically being too big for the jam, basically. I was thinking, I was like, is there like a, maybe there's like a very thin, like foam thing that I could put on it? Like a little, like a replacement foot type thing that you would get?
Oh, stop doing that.
For something?
Switch.
By that I mean like the little rubber feet that are on things, or like foam rubber feet. If I could maybe put that on it, do you think that would help?
It's faster than us, right? Jesus. Oh, why did I switch to Emily? Fool. If this dies, I deserve it, I guess. Okay, good. Thank God. It wouldn't have killed, but it was pretty damn close. Okay, well, again, I hate it. I hate having 4 Pokemon fight 1. They get like no experience. It's just a waste of my time. That's on me for the misclick, I guess. I was distracted.
So Blake says, oh, that's a weird one. It's actually too big for the frame. So the issue is that every winter, the frame shrinks. And the door is also made out of wood, so I don't really know why the frame changes so much with the temperature change where the door does not. But maybe it's a different wood, I don't know. But with the temperature change, the frame of the door shrinks, and the door itself doesn't shrink or shrinks to a much lesser degree. And so the door no longer fits in the frame, and so it doesn't actually shut all the way. You really have to pull it to get it to shut.
I did the same thing I did last time.
And then,
Wow. Okay. Holy shit. We're so fucked.
so this is a problem that happens every single winter in this apartment building. And finally, this winter, they decided to care or figured out that this was happening. And so, well, now it's not a secure building anymore because the door doesn't shut. No one cared and it didn't matter. But okay. So they fixed it. Meaning, I guess, per the property manager, that the tension got adjusted, whatever that means. But the
Holy shit!
issue is, once they fixed it, it's been doing nothing but slamming ever since. And they fixed it in the wintertime. And basically, the hotter it gets, again, because the temperature change affects it, the hotter it gets, the louder it gets when it shuts. So it's making me absolutely insane. Because anytime anyone enters or leaves the building, because the door is right outside our apartment, it's just a loud ass sound every single time. Especially when someone the other night was moving, and instead of propping the door open while they were bringing their stuff in and out, they slammed it between every single item.
Blake says, otherwise, yes, put a strip of foam along the vertical door jamb on the latch side. Okay. Erica says, Joe, I think we might be in hell.
Yeah, this sucks, man. Like, I really just cannot get a positive footing for anyone here. Like, do I really have to go back to Cerulean and, like, use the grass there? Like, these Pokemon are insane.
Hobbs says, A-Lab? I don't know. I assume that's an internet thing that I'm unaware of.
I'm not familiar.
Blake says, oh, yes, the classic door frame swelling and contracting. Yeah. But you would think that the door would do it along with it because it's also wood. But maybe it's a different type of wood that, you know, isn't as porous, so it doesn't do it as much. I don't know. But it's super annoying.
Yeah. I like have to go back to this area. This is nuts. Much better. Much better. Yeah, again, the Pokemon we caught were like such low level that we can't even go in that grass. They're way too strong. And we just end up switching to like 5 different Pokemon to beat it. And then they each get 10 experience, and then we're just risking losing Pokemon in training for 25 experience per Pokemon or whatever it is. Like something stupid. I already have another level 12, right? I have 2 more level 12s. Okay. Okay.
At my house, when I was a kid, we had wooden door frames for all the doors in the house. But all the doors themselves were made out of particle board. So the doors would drastically expand and contract based on the weather or the amount of water in the air. And they would never actually fit the door frames correctly. So they were either like too small for the door frame so that it wasn't actually latching, or they were so big for the door frame that it wasn't actually fitting shut. So that's why we basically never used doors at my parents' house when we were kids, because there was no point in it because they never worked right.
It's a great place to train Pokemon with psychic type attacks. I like it.
Blake says, I don't know why I know such half-assed info about random things like doors. Freaking warehouses, man. Anyway, go Drowsy.
Yeah, doing great. And then switching to Margarine too, still having confusion. Like, it's pretty great.
Hob says it was an anti-landlord sentiment that is not worth explaining at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, don't even get me started on that because I took a real estate course where, oh God, it was tough to be there and listen to the things that they've said.
Well,
yeah, because they have to talk to us about not discriminating against protected classes, but they essentially were telling us to discriminate against non-protected classes, and they were bad-mouthing tenants who weren't paying rent during COVID and all of these things, and I just had to sit there and basically be nauseous quietly, and it was terrible. Erica says, all right, y'all, I hate to leave, but I've got some adult stuff to deal with before I start relaxing for the night, so I've got to go clear that up. Good night, everyone. Heart.
We love you. Good luck with the adult stuff, because I'm sure it's going to be annoying. I can already tell. But hopefully it goes better than you think it will, and fast, so you can just relax and get to bed.
Yes. Hopefully we will see you on Monday. Obviously not a requirement, but regardless, enjoy your weekend, and we will talk to you soon regardless.
And then don't forget, Monday, Thursday this week, not Monday, Friday.
Hey, look, Brooklyn got a cherry berry through the pickup ability. Very
Nice.
Whoops.
And hopefully more of those good days, Erica. More of those good days.
That's right.
And Hob says, I'll take over looking up natures if needed with Erica gone.
Cool. Yeah, obviously the only other one left at this point would be... Ooh, we cannot stay in here. Would be the Diglett. If and when we end up going back down for that.
But thank you, Hob. That's,
yeah, appreciate it.
That's thoughtful.
Yeah,
I
great.
appreciate it.
Hey, to bring the discussion back up a bit, I have an interesting story. When I was living in my dorm in college, I lived at the end of the hall, right before you would get to like the lobby area. And the way that the dorm was set up, it was a long hallway, and they had, doors on either side, kind of, spaced like left, then right, then left, then right, then left, then right, etc. And there was a long pipe, like a long, thick pipe that went down the hallway on the one side, and then coming off of that pipe, that big pipe, would be skinnier pipes that would go through the cinder block walls and into the different dorm rooms that would be for your sprinkler heads, so that you could have a sprinkler in your room. And so in our room, which came through my closet, the pipe came through the closet and then out the front face of the wood part of the closet, there was a little hole and then a pipe, and then the sprinkler head at the end. And for folks who know how sprinklers work, there's a little piece of glass before you get to that metal flowered head of the sprinkler that stops up the spot where the water would shoot out from. And what happens is, if there is fire or whatever, or enough heat, that glass can break or melt or whatever, and the water will shoot out. But because it's glass, it could also break. You could also just hit it and it would break, and then you'd start spewing water into our dorm, which of course would be right over my closet, which is where my electronics and stuff were. So I was not a fan of the idea, but of course it's preferable to fire. So I would have been okay with it going off if there were a fire of some kind, especially in my bedroom where I would possibly be sleeping at the time. But because of the way that the pipe would go down the hallway, so as you're walking down the hallway, there's a long pipe that you could just walk next to the whole time. But the other pipes that came across were like rungs of a ladder, basically, going down the hallway. And the geniuses in my hallway decided that it would be a really cool idea, despite being told many times that it was not a cool idea and they should not do it at all. Thought it was a great idea
to college.
Yes, to run down the hallway, jump, and swing on the pipe at the end to get to the end of the hall. They did it all the time. They were told constantly not to do it, but they would just do it when nobody else was around, or I'd be in my room, but it's not my job to go out there and yell at them. I'm not going to get into a fight or an argument with them about something that the leadership of the school or the building or whatever have already told them not to do, and they're continuing to choose to do. So it's not my responsibility. So instead, again, obviously it wasn't working. One day I just went outside and I was like, you know what? This is ridiculous. Telling them to stop isn't working. And you're not supposed to be swinging on this pipe. And it's not like the pipe... the pipe was this far away from the ceiling. So there's nothing special going on with that pipe. So I just got a tub of Vaseline and just scooped my hand into the tub of Vaseline, went out there and just slathered Vaseline all over the top of that pipe. All over it. Because my hope was that somebody would run, swing, and fall. Slip, their hand would slip off and they would fall. I don't actually know if they fell, but I do know that it occurred, that somebody did swing on it and get Vaseline all over their hands, because I came back from class one day and there was just Vaseline all over the walls in the hallway. Like, you could tell that somebody had swung on it, gotten Vaseline on their hands, and then just, like, started wiping it on the walls and stuff to get it off. I was so happy. I told my RA, which is a resident assistant, so the kind of student in charge of the hallway. I mentioned it to him after the fact. And he said, yeah, the guy came and complained to me about it. And I was like, you know you were told not to do that, right? So, like, the guy didn't get any satisfaction from being like, somebody put Vaseline all over that pipe.
What a jackass.
And then I like, casually told this story to somebody from security, or they called them public safety later on, but it was security. And the security guard for the building, or for the campus, was just like, oh, I thought you were going to tell me that you put a piece of tape with, like, tacks on it.
That's fucked up. But I guess that's giving you permission to do that next. If they kept doing it.
Well, I was going to say, thankfully, to my knowledge, I don't believe it ever happened again. Maybe once for the rest of the year, but that was pretty early on, so, like...
So I guess it was just that one idiot that kept doing it?
I guess so.
What a dumbass.
Yeah. Well, that's not new for my college, or many people's college experiences.
Right.
Is having to deal with idiots, but...
Hobbs says, got him. Self-report.
Self-report, exactly. Excuse me, I've been doing this thing that's wrong. I'd like you to get someone else in trouble for it. No?
No.
Ooh, nice crit. But, still dead. Do you level up from this? You do not. Very close, though. But still, I'm not going to risk it. Let's go back to the center. Okay. Yeah, this is a much better place to train than down there. A lot less stressful. Still getting, like, decent experience. So, I feel pretty good about this. We've still got time, so that's good. Because it's not even 10, and we tend to go past 10 with this series.
Yeah.
So. It is getting warm in here, as it does for all of our streams during the summertime here in the northeast of the U.S.
Because we can't put the AC on.
No, it'd be very loud. Alright, so Brooklyn, we can probably switch you for Margarine. Just because you're going to level from this regardless. Poison Sting is good. Okay. Fine, whatever. Margarine got poisoned. Now, Margarine's ability is obviously not Shed Skin anymore. Oh, it's Compound Eyes. Right. Okay.
I like that its name is Margarine, and it's a woman, and there's, like, a woman's name that's Marjorie. So it's, like, very close.
Alright, Brooklyn's level 14. Still a lot of pluses to that speed, Brooklyn. You got a minus speed nature, and you're still getting speed out the ass. Just to double check, I think we're fine. 29, yeah, we're fine.
But I still think you should have named it Parquet.
I could have. It's pretty good. Okay. Alright. Let's keep going. Training. See, the nice thing is, we were talking about, using those rare candies on Carpe Diem to get it to be a Gyarados. And we can do that. Thankfully, training around this area, we might actually not need to, because with the lower levels that we're coming across, Carpe Diem is a... Why are you still up top, Brooklyn? Damn it. Carpe Diem is level 15, so it's a higher level. I mean, its attack stat is trash. We've talked about this, but still.
Hub says, like, that was an episode of South Park where Butters
Infiltrated
the girls' slumber party as Margarine. I'm very confused. How does Butter...
There was a boy's name.
Oh.
Butters, remember?
Oh, okay. I getcha. Okay. I was just picturing, like, a stick of butter infiltrating a slumber party And I didn't see how that made sense at all.
I mean, not for nothing, I wouldn't put something like that past South Park, but at the same time.
Sure.
Alright, level 8 Spearow versus Margarine. That's scary, actually. Switch to Simpsons.
But yes, that's very funny, actually.
I like it. Because Peck on the bug type would have been a little scary. Growl is fine. We're already minus special attack as a nature. I guess we can be minus attack for the fight, too. Good. And that'll finish it off. $33. Good.
Oh.
Okay. Rattata, Margarine can stay in on Rattata, which is good.
I should, like, count the number of times I have to hear that during the stream. Do you guys hear it? Probably not. Hopefully not.
It's quieter than it was, and they didn't hear it when it was louder.
Okay. But it's just, even with my headphones totally on, it's still super loud right behind my head.
Nice confusion hit. Okay. Oh, that was a good one. Oh. Level 12 Rattata. Okay. Tail Whip is a little scary, but otherwise fine. I don't remember what level Rattata learns Hyper Fang, but I believe it's over 12. Confusion is nice. Or getting confused, I should say, off Confusion is nice. And hurting itself. And almost killing. Tackle. It snapped out of Confusion and did a quick attack. Okay. Lost an extra 10 points, but it's fine. That would have happened regardless of what attack I picked, so. 97. Okay.
So listen, I feel like we didn't really ask this, but how's everybody in chat doing?
Yeah, how was everybody's week? Obviously, we are live every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m.
Yeah, so it might have been just a weekend, but still.
What?
So it might have been just the weekend.
Why?
But still.
Today's Friday. The last time we saw them would have been Monday, right? That's what I was talking about.
Okay. Whatever.
Sorry. That's why I was referencing it.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'll stop getting distracted. Sorry. Okay. That was almost Margarine there. That's how you lose Pokemon. You get distracted. I have to be solely focused on this and nothing else.
Well, it's not like there's that much going on otherwise, so I think you can afford to.
I will try. Okay. I think it's so interesting. I think that's like another aspect of Nuzlocking is that like the entire concept of like streaming it or recording it or whatever is inherently a distraction. Like especially for people that do it solo, right? Like Amy's able to like focus on chat. Like I can occasionally look over and see what people have said. But ooh, good hit.
Wow.
Low kick does nothing, 2 damage. But otherwise, like, that, I guess, that's another added challenge, right? Is, like, trying to focus on chat and, like, talking to them or reading what they've said and commenting on what they've said or participating in jokes or comments or etc. Actually, this is perfect. I wanted to switch Margarine on whoever this was so that we gain some experience on, or we know we're going to gain some experience on Margarine, but now we don't have to worry about dying to a peck from Spearow. So, all right. Go ahead, Amy, sorry.
Hobbs says 1. Rattata learns Hyper Fang at 13.
Ooh, very close to 12. Okay, good to know.
2. It was a rough week with some highlights.
Okay.
I won the chance to represent Ursula in a competitive Disney villainous tournament.
Oh, that's so cool.
ABD, my daughter's wish trip to Disney World is set for October.
Awesome. So that would be
So
End.
what is a villainous tournament?
So Villainous is a card game, a board game, and you play the part of one of the villains from Disney canon. Hades, Ursula.
How do you know all this stuff?
It's a board game, so I've seen it played online a lot, and I'm aware of the game. I'd be interested in getting it for us at some point in my life, but there's a lot of board games I'd like, and we have a huge stack of them back there. I don't know.
We never play them anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'd have to have a board game night, but we can't even get people together for D&D, so yeah.
Right.
A campaign that I wrote like 4 years ago at this point, and we're not even like a quarter of the way through it, or a third of the, or like a fifth of the way through it. But regardless, yes, we have a lot of board games. I would love a lot more. Like, I want Legendary very badly. I love that game. I think it's so cool. I'm a big Marvel fan, so why wouldn't I want the Legendary card game or deck building game? But yeah, Disney Villainous is that as well. So.
Blake says, solidly, fam. Or, yeah.
That's how his week was.
Okay.
Or his week went.
Had a bad start to the week, but actually on the cusp of turning my stupid little beer distributor around.
Good.
Now, if only I could if it could stop raining so I could try out my new camera tripod. Well, don't hold your breath on that one, dude. I mean, you moved to a rainy area. I don't know what to tell you. He says, also blessed to catch these streams again.
Yeah, that's super awesome.
Well,
We're
we
glad
are
you're here.
blessed to have you.
Hell yeah. Agreed.
And Hob says it's worth getting for the aesthetics alone, and the gameplay is solid too. It's my favorite.
Nice.
You're talking about
Villainous.
the Villainous, or you're talking about Legendary?
We got a person berry from Brooklyn. Interesting. So the pickup ability on Zigzagoon was getting us like super potions and nuggets and stuff, and we're just getting a bunch of berries. It's fine. I mean, it's like we have no other hold items right now, and like berries are pretty helpful as hold items. So I guess I won't complain specifically, but at the same time, you know, it could be better. Pound finishes it off. Cool.
And if it is Villainous, you're talking about, can anyone in chat weigh in on Legendary?
God, I love Legendary. I've played it a few times. I've seen it played many times online and stuff, but I've played Legendary a few times myself, and it's fun to try out different strategies. I think with that game personally, like trying to make different kinds of decks captained by certain people. Like you can make an Iron Man deck, or you can make the Wolverine deck, or something like that. Like there's different options, and they're a lot of fun.
Okay. Hob says, I was talking Villainous, but also I kickstarted the Marvel United X-Men expansions last year and finally got the email this week that it's shipping.
Hell yeah.
Boat was delayed several months.
Yep, welcome to any like distribution stuff going on right now these days, unfortunately. We backed 2 Kickstarters recently. We thankfully have, or 3 actually. We thankfully have all the distributions from those Kickstarters, but that was kind of the same story that we received. Was like, you know, we were lucky because they were all coming from within the US to us here in the US, but for any of the backers that are in the EU especially, or really anywhere east of the United States, they're having trouble.
Yeah.
Anything overseas, like you said, a boat, it's a huge problem, and I cannot imagine what a gigantic pain in the ass it is for, one, the people receiving the product, but 2, the like smaller creators or whatever, especially if they're kickstarting something, the smaller creators that are just trying to like renew promises that they've made. Like, you know, there are massive corporations that are having distribution issues, or that are trying to buy up all of the space on these container vehicles, right? Tanker boats and stuff, because they want to keep their multi-million-dollar businesses going. And it means that the little guy, as usual, unfortunately, gets kind of shafted with it. And that's not even me trying to make a political statement. I just think, like, in general, I think in these particular situations, I don't necessarily fault businesses who have the money to pay for that sort of thing, like to pay for the privilege of having their stuff go out, pay for that privilege. It just sucks that it's occurring in general and that it's impacting so many people. Again,
Right.
recipients, shippers, etc.
Yeah, I mean, I know that during COVID, there was something that was supposed to get released that I had planned on getting for our anniversary, I think. And then it didn't actually end up getting legitimately released until like a year and a half later because of COVID.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up getting it because they like canceled it 3 separate times basically.
I remember you telling me about that.
They like kept postponing it. They were like, well, this isn't going to happen, so it's actually going to be 3 months from now. And I was like, well, that's a problem, but okay, fine.
Getting so many items. They're all berries, though. God damn it.
And then they postponed it like 6 months. And then they finally just canceled the order.
Well, it's kind of like we had Broadway tickets for December of 2020 that we had gotten prior to the pandemic, of course. And it was delayed until like the exact same date, but in 2021. Then it was delayed again, and like eventually they were just like, we'll let you know. And we have since seen the show from those same tickets, just getting like transferred and transferred and transferred.
Yeah, because they kept postponing it.
And the show was incredible. I was glad that we got to see it, but it took a very long time.
We just saw it like a few months ago or something.
Yeah. So it was almost 2 years, or it was over a year delayed, almost a year and a half, I guess.
Yeah. We also had concert tickets, if you recall.
That was fully canceled.
Sorry,
it was delayed a year and then fully canceled.
Right.
And not ever. So like we were refunded our money.
Right. They just did not do that tour.
My favorite band we were gonna get to see for the first time ever, and we missed out, which is unfortunate. I will keep my eyes peeled for another opportunity. I'm not saying it'll never happen, but it sucked a bit.
And obviously, with everything that went wrong for people during COVID, these are minimal issues.
100%.
It's just the weirdness that people were experiencing, even when they were able to remain safe in their own homes and not have to go out. They were still having these, weird things that they were dealing with in terms of, well, here's this thing that I ordered, or, these tickets that I have, and now what do I do about it?
Right.
We were gonna go traveling, and that got postponed, and we ultimately got our money back for that as well. So, just weird stuff.
Yep. And again, we're lucky for that. We're lucky that was our problem.
Right.
But it is still frustrating.
Well, and we're lucky to have been able to get a refund, because I'm sure a lot of people had the same problem and couldn't get refunds for whatever their situation was.
Well, and again, a lot of companies were like, but we can't refund you your money because we're not getting any money coming in. Right. So we're just going to
money to pay our mortgage or whatever, pay rent on the building,
Yep. And again, to a degree I understand, but also if it's about our money, I kind of don't care. I care, but I don't care. Because, I get it, but also I need my money to survive a lot more than a corporation needs my money.
Yeah. But, it's one thing if it's just happening to you, but if it's happening to everyone collectively, that makes it easier for them to keep track of everything, because it's just everybody's stuff is getting postponed and then postponed again, but it's kind of staying that way. So hopefully that means that not too many things were getting lost in the shuffle, because it was everybody collectively as opposed to like just certain people with particular issues.
Right.
Hub says, my ex and I were trying to set up the Wish trip in 2020, but then everything closed down and there was no other place my daughter would have wanted to go.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and even if there was a place she would have wanted to go, you probably couldn't go.
Yeah.
So, you know, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. Yeah, we were supposed to go to Italy.
Yeah.
In May of 2020. So
Yeah.
it was like right up to the wire of like, is this going to happen? Is it not going to happen? It's like, well, Europe's shutting down. Okay, but what does that mean? It's like, well, it means that, you know.
But Italy was in the thick of it in probably April, I want to say.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had already locked down mid-March or like mid to late March. So it was pretty certain at that point that we weren't going anywhere, regardless. But yeah, especially when it was like, yep, all of Europe is shut down. Italy especially, like, people were not allowed out on the street.
Right.
Like, they had police roaming the street to make sure people weren't out and about breaking the quarantine.
Right. I mean, technically, as early as, like, beginning of February, or, like, mid-February, it was, like, declared an emergency, a national emergency. But they didn't shut everything down until March.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't have left Emily out here, but it's not the end of the world. We'll just send out Margarine, take a Lear, that's fine. Confusion should be good. I think once we have everybody to 15, we can start going back to the south area again, towards Vermillion. But I'll feel a lot safer once everyone's 15. We're pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's only 10 o'clock, or 10:01, so we got some time. That's unfortunate, but Brooklyn can help us out. Okay. Now, we have seen it, so you're not going to get us by posting spoilers, but for the benefits of other folks who may not have, please don't. But we are getting the opportunity to, for the second time, go and see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness tomorrow. And I am very excited.
Me too.
Because I enjoyed it greatly.
Great.
I was like a little kid with some of the surprises. Ask
good.
Amy.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I was just like, and like shaking her and like.
No, I wasn't. 'Cause I expected.
Yeah.
It's still annoying, but I expected.
Yeah. But I was able to tell you. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I was able to tell you some things that you weren't aware of in terms of like comic book information, comic book knowledge of things versus what is happening in the movie and like why and whatever.
Yeah. Hobbs says, honestly, Taco Store can wipe the floor with Misty currently.
Yeah, probably. Just vine whipping left and right. And that's fine. Like I said, I think what I can try to do is like, I don't know. Like I said, I've been trying to like figure out how to deal with the boat versus Misty. And again, I think that the more important thing is to not be overleveled for Misty, and then like not care as much about the rival fight, especially because we want to go after all the trainers on the boat. And so like, you know, with all these guys, we were just gonna get trashed on the boat, and I don't mean drunk, I mean like killed on the boat. And that wouldn't have been fun. We would just lost half our Pokemon, even though it was like, well, we want to level them up, so let's level them up this way because we want to also fight the trainers. Like, at a certain point, we kind of reach a bottleneck of like, okay, you know, everyone's got to be around this level to be able to live through these fights. but also not over level for these battles or these challenges or whatever. So, yeah, it's a bit of a toss-up.
Hobbs says, I still need to catch up on Marvel. I caught up on the late 2010s. I missed during the pandemic. But then starting with Black Widow, I fell off again and need to find time soon.
I will say that with these movies more recently, like there are certain people who are toxic in their fandom and their opinions. I'm definitely not this far. I will say I am struggling currently to see the through line. I've seen a lot of people talking about like what is likely the Avengers level event that is to occur at some point. But because I've lived so heavily and aggressively with phases like 1 through 3, I've kind of lost track. But from Iron Man 1 through Avengers Endgame, the through lines there make sense to me now.
Yeah.
Whereas the through lines for this stuff does not as much. And I think that partially has to do with the Disney Plus aspect of things. Because there are so many like Disney Plus shows that they are building to and from. It's like, okay, but how do the movies and the Disney Plus shows combine together to create this universe? And what does it mean for the big, like, set piece movies? Like, do we need to know the movie characters or the TV show characters for the movies? Are they gonna, like, reintroduce the older characters that they've had before into... that are, like, now being put into these TV shows? Are they gonna reintroduce them into the movies in, like, the Avengers level events? Or is it just going to be the new people, and then whenever they get to whatever the end game, like Infinity War / end game level stuff is, that's when they'll bring everybody together? So I struggle to see it, but of course, based on what they've done up till this point, I can't, like, distrust them because they've done an incredible job so far and have given me no reason to not trust that they know what they're doing, right? I don't know if you agree or disagree, but I should not have stayed in here.
I feel like it might just be because it's the multiverse thing.
Yeah.
That's muddling it up.
Okay. Try not to get into spoiler territory, but I still understand what you're saying.
Like, less about Disney Plus, more about just the fact that there's, like, so much stuff.
Okay.
Now. You know, it takes the world from being this to being infinite.
Sure.
You know,
sure.
Which I almost think is better because I think that there's so much more potential for them to take things to whatever direction they want to take them. Or in as many directions as they want to take them, in a way that they couldn't before.
I am going to... Shit. I'm going to get rid of poison powder on margarine.
What?
It's a tough choice. But I'm going to get rid of poison powder because we have poison powder on Oddish right now. Emily. Had to think of her name. So I don't feel like it's redundant. And I wanted to keep Stun Spore because we don't have Stun Spore on anybody else.
Okay.
Or Sleep Powder is on Takosar? Somebody has it. Or they both have it. But
I didn't think Stun Spore was as good as Poison Powder.
Stun Spore lowers their speed. So,
okay.
And they have a chance to miss attacks, right? Because they're fully paralyzed. But it guarantees a speed lowering. Whereas Poison Powder is like chip damage every turn, which is not bad. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize it lowered their speed. Like,
Yes.
I knew that it made it harder for them to hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it cuts their speed like in half.
Wow. Okay.
Paralyzed.
So I guess it's better than I thought.
Paralysis drastically lowers speed.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You're paralyzed.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. Alright, let's switch Margarine out of the front here. Okay, Brooklyn, another item for you. A Pecha Berry. So many berries, Brooklyn. So many berries. Ekans versus Brooklyn. Intimidate is annoying, but it's level 6, so we'll be fine regardless. Yep. Lear is fine as well. Okay. Yeah, we've seen, for Disney Plus series, we're a little behind. But thankfully my parents pay for Disney Plus, which means we'll be able to log on to there and watch some stuff soon. We have, of the Disney Plus Marvel series, we have seen WandaVision, we have seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and we have seen Loki. We have not seen What If, we have not seen Hawkeye, we have not seen Moon Knight. Obviously, we have not seen Ms. Marvel. It literally came out like 2 days ago.
Right.
So, yeah. And then when She-Hulk comes out, and there's another one in there that I'm not... I feel like there's another one in there that I am not thinking of off the top of my head. But... Okay. Switch on the Mankey, because we have a normal type in. And so when it low kicks, we would have taken some damage, which I would not have been a fan of. So... Low kick again, still fine.
Hobbs says Loki and What If are the last MCU entries I watched.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we watched Loki, but we haven't seen What If yet.
Yeah. I'm aware of most of the, like, premises of the episodes, although I have not seen the contents of them.
Blake says Falcon and the Winter Soldier was lit. Kinda wish I still had D+ for Moon Knight because Moon Knight is fantastic.
Yeah, it looks very interesting. I'm definitely interested in checking it out. Okay, flinch. That's good. Tail Whip is annoying, but probably fine. It's a level 12. I won't ignore that, but... Tail Whip again, so we're good. Quick attack crit after double Tail Whip would probably kill us. So I guess I will switch to Simpsons. Just in case. It was a tackle. We would have been fine. But still, gotta play it safe. Tail Whip is fine. Okay. Very good. God, if people didn't see at the beginning, I'm very much looking forward to people this Sunday, by the way. Every Sunday over on Video Games for All. If you're watching this on the VoD, you're here. Welcome. Don't forget, wherever you are, to subscribe and ring that bell on any of our channels. Holy shit.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Let's switch out.
That was not after Tail Whips. And I talked about quick attack crit after 2 Tail Whips. This was before any Tail Whips. And it did, like, 19 damage.
I've always hated Rattata.
Shit.
I have never stopped hating Rattata.
Wow.
It's the worst.
Oh my god.
Other than birds, of course.
Wow. This is not going to do anything. Why did I switch this in? Carpe Diem, I want you to do things so badly, and you're just not. Tail Whip? Actually? Okay, okay. Is Rattata helping us out here? Yup.
Wow.
Okay, thanks, Rattata.
Okay.
40 experience each. What a... Sucked.
Yeah, that does.
I'm glad Carpe Diem got a win, but holy crap.
Hobbs says Falcon and the Winter Soldier didn't go as far as it maybe should have on certain issues, but definitely went farther than I expected from a show backed by Disney, and for that I respect the hell out of it.
Sure, yeah.
All right, fair.
Yeah,
sure.
I noticed a lot of the Disney influence kind of starting in Guardians 2, I think. it was a lot of the like family and rah rah rah, and I was like, I get it, like that's, you know, it makes sense for them, like, but it was very heavy handed with it, I think, as opposed to being a little bit more subtle about it. And I was like, you know, I couldn't help but be like, I feel like this is the Disney factor, but I don't obviously know that definitively, but that's what it felt like.
I mean, that's the point of Magikarp.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I just got so excited when we got Tackle at level 15, but as Erica correctly but unfortunately pointed out, it still had 8 as its attack stat, so yeah.
Your reward for not giving up with the useless thing is the strong boy.
Correct. Yeah, one of the best Pokemon for a Nuzlocke eventually. All right, Brooklyn. You didn't... Okay. That's fine. I was like, you didn't level from that last fight, but again, they're like level 8s. They're so low level now, which is a good thing. Now, that's a good thing to complain about here, because it means my plan of getting the hell out of here once we get to level 15 on everybody makes perfect sense. Confused. Okay, good.
Okay.
Oh, God. I so badly want food after this, but...
Yeah. Okay, so I usually do. The dinner that we had tonight was, like, very dense, but I was still, like, craving pizza probably an hour ago.
Oh, see, I want the thing that we can actually get fast food-wise right now, because pizza's not available presently.
Yeah, it
because they closed.
makes me pissed off.
Yeah.
I wish they would stay open longer, but we're the primary people who give them business, so like they kind of can't stay open later. But we would give them more business if they stayed open later.
That's true.
If they stayed open until after we were done streaming, we would give them so much business they'd be rolling in it. They don't even know.
It's true. Yeah.
But we would get significantly fatter, and then we wouldn't be able to fit in these chairs, and we wouldn't be able to stream for all of you. We just have to like plop ourselves on the floor in like piles.
Oh God.
And then we'd just be like pressing the keys like, hey guys, is it working?
I do not want to talk about it. I will say, there are very, very popular streamers out there who have shown video of themselves and their setup around their streaming. Now, granted, these are people that stream, you know, 4+ hours a day, 5+ hours a day, 5+ days a week. So
and make money off of it.
Well, I was gonna say, so we can't compare ourselves,
right.
But their setup is vile. Like the filth on their desks and their floor, because they're just getting whatever fast food they can get. When it's time, when they're done eating it, they just throw it on the floor because they can't be bothered. I watched a video the other day. There was a person streaming, and they were, I guess, younger. And this was like an old video, but there was a young person streaming, and their mother came into their room and is screaming at them because they are playing some first-person shooter. I am not aware of what it is, and I'm also not trying to like throw shade at this particular person.
Right.
I'm just showing them.
That's not the point.
No, I'm just making the point of like, this is what some people do, and it's a problem. But he was actively shitting himself in his chair because he was in the middle of a match. And the mother came in screaming. She was like, go to the bathroom, you're shitting yourself. And he's like, just hold on, Mom, just hold on, I'm almost done. She's like, no, get up and go to the bathroom, you are shitting yourself.
That's so sad.
It's very sad. And still, after she's screaming at him, he's still like, just hold on, just hold on. Like, everybody that he's like chatting with is hearing him, like all of his like teammates in the game, everybody who's watching his stream or watching the other person's stream that he is like guesting on or whatever.
I don't want to watch a dude shit himself.
Well, I don't believe it was on camera. Not that makes it better.
Oh, okay. It does make it better actually, because it helps to not have to see him as he's doing that.
for me.
No.
But
Just to
still.
know. No. Just to know. I don't want that. That's disgusting. And sad and pathetic. Like,
Yeah.
it's really, really sad and pathetic.
Well, how did his mom know?
She said she was smelling it.
Oh, God.
Plus, it probably was an issue in the past that he's done it before.
Ugh. No, that's not okay. That's not sanitary.
Agreed.
That's an issue.
Yeah.
On top of it just being poor self-care and, a serious, like, mental issue when you think about it. If you're actually sitting there physically shitting yourself just so that you can continue playing the game that you're playing for, 5 more minutes or whatever.
Yep.
Hub says words fail me.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I do not blame you.
Yeah.
It's insane to me.
It's highly disturbing.
Yeah. But it's like, and I don't think... There was a time in the Magic community where the person who was in charge of, the Magic streamers that were sponsored by Wizards of the Coast, she had made a tweet, or had tweeted about the fact that, she was going into people's streams and being the stream mom and telling them to go to bed when they had been streaming for too long. I'm a grown-ass man. I feel like if there are people out there who are streaming who need to be told by strangers on the internet that it's time for them to go to bed, like someone that they have never physically met in person, then they should not be streaming. That's just me.
I'm sure there are plenty of people who are streaming that should not be streaming for various reasons.
Exactly.
And shitting yourself is certainly one of them.
Yes, fair. But that boggles my mind. Like, no one will come into my stream and tell me to go to bed. Like, what the fuck? I had a mother, and I have a wife, and I have myself, and I am, like I said, I am an adult.
But there's a difference between, if you're going to be able to say that, then you're also going to be able to say to yourself, okay, it's time.
Sure. Well, and the other thing is, okay, we have done, when we do the, long streams for Magic or whatever. It's you. Okay. When we've done long streams like that, yeah, I've stayed up longer than I should.
Right.
But, I'm an adult and can choose to stay awake as late as I want.
And it's a one-time thing.
Correct. It's not 5 nights a week in a row.
Right. And then the next time it happens is the next time a set comes out.
Correct. And I'm not...
months later.
Right. And I'm not pounding caffeine or chugging 5-hour energies or energy drinks or whatever. No. It's just tomorrow when I go to work, because I am an adult, I'm going to be tired. But you know what? That's my prerogative to be tired at work because I have chosen to stay up late. It just, that kind of stuff I find insane. That, that's a thing. It's just very surprising.
Well, so, I mean, certain people don't have that sort of meter that tells them, okay, you've reached your limit of...
It's true.
Okay, self-care needs to begin now.
It's true.
I used to be that person pretty severely when I was in college. Because I went to college, I commuted to college, and I had 2 or sometimes 3 jobs at the same time as commuting to college. So I would eat Ensure drinks, the little bottles of Ensure. That was my food most of the time. And I would sleep in my car.
usually during class, because I was so tired that I couldn't go to class. So I get that.
Okay.
And I certainly know some people now that are still in that mode, where they just push themselves and push themselves and push themselves to the point that they make themselves ill.
Well, and that's for work stuff. That's not to say that's an excuse by any means. Like, that it's an acceptable excuse. But it's a lot more, I guess, like, socially understood that,
but for streamers, streaming is work stuff. Like
yes.
you said, though, it's less socially understood that that's work stuff.
Yes, but also it depends on the streamer. Like, you'd have to tell me that you know that staying up and pushing yourself to that level is what is going to allow you to continue to be successful. Like, if you've streamed for 12 hours already, how much more money are you making by staying that extra hour, or that extra 2 hours, or that extra 3 hours?
Yeah, but you can't really make that claim when it comes to a regular job either, because you know how much more money you're making, perhaps, but you don't know how productive you're being in that period of time.
Okay.
So, like, the work output...
It's gonna rumble, sorry.
Alongside the possible health impact that then may cause you to have to call out the next day, you know, or something like that. It means you can't really judge that, I think, in any situation, because you don't really know.
Right.
So that's why you shouldn't be judging it based on that. You should be judging it based on you. You should get to know yourself well enough to be able to say, here's where my limit is, right, and I need to make sure I don't reach it.
Yeah, and not for nothing, right? I have realized about myself that I think my limit has changed now that I've gotten older.
Yeah.
Right? When I was in
Mine
college, yeah. When I was in college, my limit was drastically different.
Right.
And that may be as my health has changed and or as my age has increased.
Right.
That's just a thing. Go ahead. There were some comments I want to be able to have those right before.
Hobbs says, I can understand and sympathize with clutter, but I don't understand how someone can stand having actual trash around.
Yeah, no.
Never mind not being housebroken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, and again, there's the, like, famous thing of, like, streamers pissing in bottles. Like, obviously male streamers. Pissing in bottles. And, like, leaving those bottles around on the tables and stuff. Now, granted, I have heard from streamers who, like, check their stats and stuff religiously, because it's their livelihood, as Amy correctly pointed out. They've talked about the fact that, like, if it's a solo streamer, right? Amy and I are super lucky, or we planned it this way to a degree.
Right.
Where, like, if Amy has to go take a bio break, hi, I'm still sitting here.
Right.
And if I have to go take a bio break, Amy's still here.
Right.
So, but if a solo streamer has to go take a bio break, there's two things they can do. They can either, like, run ads or a mid-roll or something for themselves, or they can just leave their chair there. Now, for Twitch has certain rules about, like, chair streams that, like, you can't just stream leave your stream on 24/7 and just when you're sitting there, you're actively gaming. And when you're not, you're just, like, racking up, views or whatever for no reason. Oh. Like, that's against their terms of service, I believe. Okay. Now, we're not Twitch personalities, so I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's correct. And...
Oh, but I'm sure that doesn't count for bio breaks. I'm sure that counts for people just leaving streams up for hours and hours when they're not actually on it, simply so that they can, exploit the system.
Correct. But also, streamers have mentioned that if and when they do leave or take the stream down for a set period of time or whatever, it takes them, when they come back, X number of minutes to gain back the number of viewers they had at the moment that they took their break. because people leave along with them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, crap. You know, they like look at the time and they're like, oh, crap. I should have been doing X, Y, and Z. I just remembered. And so now you have to wait for new viewers to come in to revitalize your viewership numbers, which means that you're arguably, right? Because if numbers equals revenue in any capacity at all, then it means your revenue goes down. So streamers are incentivized to not leave their streaming setup at any point. So if they have to go to the bathroom, even leaving a chair is a problem, because some people will leave when the chair is there and then not return when the streamer returns. They may leave for good, or they may leave for longer than the streamer is gone. Yeah. And so that's unfortunate that that's something that they either feel that they have to do or know that they have to do if they're checking their analytics enough to understand, like, oh, I took my break at 10 o'clock p.m. and it took me from 10 p.m. until 10:30 p.m. to get all my viewers back, but I was gone for 2 minutes because I just had to run and pee and then come back.
Right. Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's super unfortunate.
Yeah, and there was definitely times when we would have those long streams where I'm like, okay, well, what can I make for dinner to make sure that we can have something to eat during the stream? And it would always end up being like, okay, we need to order a pizza, because I can like turn around over to the table and try to like block the crunching of my crispy crust pizza, you know, as I'm eating it, you know, easily kind of ish enough where it's a doable thing. Whereas if I had like made a crock pot full of chili, let's say, then we would be sitting here on stream going clink, clink, clink.
Well, and not for nothing, I am a person who is bothered by eating sounds. Truly, it bothers the crap out of me. So, like, I don't like eating on stream.
Right.
And I think that for our setup in particular, like, it's kind of annoying to be like, oh, we're gonna eat now, mute the microphone, eat. Like,
yeah. And there's no space here for us to eat things that aren't like handheld things. You know, sandwiches or wraps or pizza slices. Yeah. If we were to have large bowls or plates, like, we couldn't do that as well as stream. Like, there's just not enough space, and it just doesn't work from a logistics standpoint.
Yeah.
Hobb says, don't get me started on the work hours thing. McCarthy might be listening.
Yeah. It's like, you know, and again, I talked about this with Magic streams that we've been sponsored for in the past. We were given very little notice. Now, I think that's because of, one, they don't want the information to get leaked. Yeah. And if you pass it out to too many people, you run the risk of that information getting out and getting leaked out. So they're kind of very conscious of that. So that's fine, I understand that. But at the same time, we're not full-time streamers.
Right.
So if we need to plan a stream, one, I need to know for work purposes, so that I can let my job know, hey, I'm not going to be there that day because I don't have to tell them why, but I know that it's because I'm going to be streaming from 11 a.m. until 1 a.m.
Right.
Right? And so obviously I'm not going to work that day, or I'm not working from home that day or whatever, but I have to let them know that. And if they want, God forbid, thankfully, I'm very fortunate in that my job doesn't need that kind of advance notice. But if they did, I would need to let them know that early on. Ooh, stun spore for Emily. Okay, very nice. And
yeah, I've certainly had jobs in the past where I would have had to let them know like 2 weeks in advance if I was taking a day off.
Yep. And even for full-time streamers, like, we plan our shit out way ahead of time.
Right.
Whoa! Brooklyn found a rare candy?
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Sick.
That's amazing. How many do we have now? 3? I think it's 3. It's 4.
Ooh.
So we can have a Gyarados right now if we want.
So that's up to you.
I think it makes sense.
Well, does it keep it from learning a move or something?
No.
Oh, okay. Nice. Feed that fish.
That's right. All right, open up, big mouth. Okay. That's 18. Okay. Yeah, the stats don't matter because it's going to evolve, so...
The points don't matter.
Yes, exactly. That's 19. Good. Plus 3 defense, Jesus. And here is level 20 Magikarp. Which means... we did it!
Nice. Look at that badass motherfucker.
Congratulations, your Carpe Diem evolved into Gyarados. And it learned Bite. Everybody's got Bite. Alright, let's see your stats, Carpe Diem. There it is.
That mouth.
Yeah.
What the heck?
A water flying type, impish nature, 55 attack, 72 HP, by the way. 55 attack, 46 defense, 27 special attack, that's a little rough, 49 special defense, 43 speed, and the Intimidate ability.
So cool.
Lowers the foe's attack.
Very nice.
We did it. And it's all thanks to you, Brooklyn. It's not thanks to Brooklyn, but it's not all thanks to Brooklyn. But still. Hell yes. Let's heal up. And then that may be the end then. We did not... It's funny, the title of this was Can We Beat Misty? And the answer was technically no. But it's not because we lost. It's because we had other things to do. So, yeah, we got a lot of encounters. You know what? I talked about it. Let's go get our Diglett. How's that sound? Before we end the stream. Margarine is here having what? What are your attacks again? Stun Spore and Sleep Powder. That's good because... and you're a flying type, so we don't have to worry about like magnitudes and stuff. It's like got Scratch or whatever. Let's double check our Pokeball situation. That's not where our Pokeballs would be. We've got 9. That should be plenty. Let's see.
That's real cool looking.
You like it?
Yeah.
Let's see what we can get out of Diglett's Cave. Shouldn't have to go very far. They're kind of everywhere. Yeah! We run into a Diglett. Like I said, it could have been a Dugtrio. It's level 19, which is amazing.
Very nice.
Let's sleep it, I guess. Scratch only does 6. That's good, because it is 4 levels higher than us.
Hub says there's a Great Ball at the end of 11.
Fair enough.
Too late.
Yeah, sorry. It's fine. I don't... Yeah.
Nice level.
Agreed. Finally, because we've been getting so many low-level Pokemon. Alright, what does Tackle do damage-wise? I'm a little worried about Confusion, but Tackle's not bad. It'll take a couple. Even a crit won't kill, so I'm not scared of that. Another one here. It's staying asleep. That's awesome.
That is nice.
So this Tackle, and then we can... Nope, not Pokemon. Bag, sorry. We can throw a ball from this range. Hopefully it'll work. I feel like it will.
Nice.
Okay. Diglett was caught. Diglett, the mole Pokemon, is 8 inches tall.
Of course it is.
And weighs 1.
It's a little penis poking out.
It weighs 1.8 pounds. It burrows through the ground at a shallow depth. It leaves raised earth in its wake, making it easy to spot. Let me see. I think I can do it.
Hobbs says sausage?
Sausage wouldn't be bad. I think I'm going to do this. I think I may have to explain it a bunch of times to people. But I'm going to name it It's Average. Because it's 8 inches. And sometimes, sometimes you have to explain that to people.
Yeah. 8 inches isn't really average. That's kind of large, actually. I feel like.
Cool. Anyway.
Based on what I know. Not from life experience, just from...
Like I said, it'll be... Yeah.
Very funny. Ho ho. It is to laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, actually, yep, we got to do the right thing. Eric is not here to remind us, but Hob is here to check for us the nature. So, let's move. Go to its average. Look at how small its average is compared to everyone else here.
Very
oh
small.
Man, that's funny.
Yeah, but I think if I'm remembering correctly,
Modest. That's neutral, I believe. But go on.
Modest.
Yeah, it's a modest nature.
That's
it's
amazing.
Average. Right? Because docile is what I was thinking of. But modest is what typhoid was. Maybe?
No, nobody else had modest.
Calm and quirky.
Yeah,
Interesting.
nobody else had modest. So it's perfect because it's a little penis. So it should have some modesty. High speed?
No.
Or special attack? Low attack.
Interesting. So, but ground is a physical type in this gen, I believe. And if I'm correct, then again, we're screwed over. What attacks do you know? Do you know magnitude? You do, and dig. Hell yeah. We can get out of caves now. Okay. I'm not upset. I mean, like, I am because of the nature, but everybody's nature sucks, so I'm not, like, I'm not surprised. I'm just annoyed.
Yeah, so, if people recall me saying in the past on these, when I was the president of the Gay Straight Alliance at my high school, I spent a lot of time at night watching, a show that, taught you about sex and things like that, because I thought that it might be a valuable resource for people who had questions and things like that. Maybe they didn't feel comfortable going to like a teacher and asking that kind of stuff. So I think I feel like I remember 6.5 to 7 being average.
Fair enough.
Yes, ground is physical in generations 1 through 3.
Yeah, so that's very unfortunate for our fucking Diglett.
Always.
Oh my god, that's super annoying.
He says, hey, I've wiped the floor with bad-natured teams before.
Look, I'm gonna try. That's my plan here. We shall see. 15, 15, 15, 20, 16, and 19. So, I mean, yeah, this team is cool. Basically, we're at the stage now where I'm basically just gonna, randomly train up against Pokemon here while I say goodnight to all of you and close out the stream. Just a reminder again, before people go away, the next stream for this, if you're going to be here live, is next Thursday, which is, I have my calendar, the 16th of June at 8 p.m., as all of our streams are.
I mean, I could go into the actual truth about size stuff, but I might get...
Terms of service.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, do they say that, like, tossed?
No, it would be TOS, terms of service, yeah. Yeah. So, no worries there at all. We're good.
Yeah.
It was, again, it's gonna be just a tongue-in-cheek, as you referenced, Hub. It's just a tongue-in-cheek, like, aha, kind of a thing.
This was fun. We'll do my best to make it.
Yeah, thanks for being here. It was great to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks, by the way, for all the comments on the videos and stuff. I think in one of them you referenced, and I think we told you, like, you were like, yeah, there aren't a lot of comments here. Don't ever feel like, oh, maybe I'm commenting too much. Not a thing.
No.
Not a thing whatsoever. If I don't feel that it's necessary to respond to everyone, I'll still like it or thumbs up it or whatever if I feel that that's warranted. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by live and being so active in chat. That's usually Amy's thing. Sorry,
yeah.
I took your thing. But thank you again for the comments and stuff on the videos, either the VODs or like the pre-recorded stuff that we've done. It's super helpful and we appreciate it, and it's nice to know that, like, we see the numbers go up, but it's nice to know that like there's actual like names behind those numbers,
Right, and it's nice to sort of see/hear what people have to say about it.
Yeah, because those numbers indicate, like, or the comments indicate that you're engaged and you care. The numbers just indicate that you existed in the space with the video present.
Right.
Like, that doesn't mean that you liked it or disliked it. Like, there's no way to know.
You could have turned it on and then left the room.
Or turned it on and then turned it off 2 seconds later. It still counts as a view. So, then we have to go into our analytics of, like, watch minutes and stuff like that. So, but whatever.
Yeah, so it's very helpful for people to comment on videos because it lets us know that they're actually watching it. It lets us know that they care about the content. And, it's nice to have a conversation.
Yes.
That we're not just sort of like screaming into the void with whatever it is that we're doing and just hoping that people like it and having really no concept of whether they do or not.
And not for nothing, it lets YouTube know that it's something that people care about.
Right.
Because YouTube needs to be told that sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
YouTube needs to be told a lot of things, but
Fair.
let's not get into what YouTube needs to be told because I don't want to get TOS'd either.
Yeah, tossed right out the stream. But, so yeah, that is, speaking of which, is going to be the end of this particular stream. I really hope everybody enjoyed. This was an interesting one, maybe somewhat of a more boring one, possibly, and people can let us know that.
I think so.
I was going to say, I think Amy did a great job with all of you who were here live of keeping the chatting interesting and stuff, and I did my best to not be too distracted. We had a couple of, oh my god, we almost died moments, and a couple of holy shit, we're way too underleveled for this area moments.
That stuff keeps it interesting.
Yeah, interesting is the word for it. I'm gonna walk out of this with a damn coronary.
Hey, it's not about you, it's about the viewers.
It's not about me. Fair.
But no, we talked about streamer self-care.
Yeah.
And that's important. So coronary is a big old nope.
Yeah, thanks. I'm good. I'm very good. I appreciate that.
Hob says, this was... Oh, I said that
yeah.
right. Marcus is just crying, laughing a bunch.
Yeah. Thanks, Marcus. So yeah, we will see you all... well, if you're here for all of our streams, then we will see you on Monday, because we will be live at 8 p.m. on Monday as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. And then if you are just here for these, no shame either way, but if you are just here for these, we are back Thursday, and that's a one-time thing. It's usually Fridays at 8 p.m. This coming Thursday, the 16th of June, we will be live at 8 p.m. Thursday instead, and we would love for you to join us then as well.
Yes.
But we have a weekend coming up, so we hope that you all have a great weekend.
Yes.
Whether that means that you are able to not have to work or not, it's unclear.
Marcus says heart as always.
Heart right back as always. And Amy, speaking of folks in chat, you have some work to do tonight, my friend.
Yes, we have. And Hob says heart and cat face.
Nice.
Like smiling cat face.
Hell yeah.
Yes, we have Hob. Yes, here in chat, which is...
Inaugural stream, we appreciate you being here.
Yes. Marcus, who's always here because he's the best in the world.
Agreed.
Blake, who isn't here very often, so it was nice to see him.
Well, because we were talking about work, right?
Yeah.
And so thank you, Blake, for being here. We appreciate it as always.
And the time difference is...
Correct. It's a hell of a thing.
Yeah. Erica, as always, because she's amazing. CJ hopped in for a bit.
Sorry, I clicked off of this.
We had Jayanna as well.
Yes.
I always love when Jayanna is here. And did we have Dave stop in?
No, I think that was
not.
it today. Yeah.
Okay, that was it for today.
Yeah. And that's an awesome group of people. You are all an awesome group of people. Pardon my
and
scrolling.
Very consistent in chat, which I really appreciate. It gives me stuff to work off of, stuff to do throughout this process, so I'm not just sitting here watching someone else play a game. Not that that's a terrible thing, but you know.
Yeah, who would want to watch people play games?
I'm just saying that, like, I can engage with you if you can engage with me, right? Yeah. So, you know, and then additional viewers for VoDs and stuff like that can engage with the video if I'm engaging with chat and chat's engaging with me.
Correct.
So, yeah.
And we appreciate you all being here. Now, the standard thing that we always say, if you did not hear your name mentioned in that group of people that Amy just listed off, that doesn't mean we don't appreciate you. In fact, we greatly appreciate you if you were lurking, if you're watching on the VoD as well. Whatever the case may be, you're more than welcome to do those things. You just didn't hear your name because we didn't see you. And if you would like to hear your name shouted out, please don't hesitate to just pop in and say hi.
Right. Even if you say nothing else for the entirety of the stream, I will still shout you out at the end for having been there.
That's right. Please don't feel pressured to chat. You are not pressured to do so. We love having you regardless.
Right.
But we would love to hear from you if that's something you're comfortable doing. Also, super importantly, as we go into the weekend, please, as always, we hope that you all continue to stay safe and happy and healthy.
Please.
That is for you and yours. And then just as a reminder of our stuff and what we've got going on. First of all, I mentioned earlier, if you're enjoying anything and everything that we're doing around here, no matter whether you're watching this live or on the VoD, please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out. You can also check out our other channels linked down in the description box below. So if you're on the VoD, you're on Video Games for All. So there's Geek for All, so you will know where we are live. That is linked down below, as well as Gluten Free for All. And if you're watching this live, there is Gluten Free for All, as well as Video Games for All. Links in the description below.
Yes, and all of those links should be fixed at this point.
They are.
But if you're having trouble with them, they're also on the Channels tab.
Correct, or at the top of the channel in the art, whatever it's called, what's that thing?
The cover art? Or
yeah,
whatever?
something like that. The channel art.
Yeah.
There's the little YouTube logos at the top there, and you can click those to take you to the individual different channels from the one that you're on at the time. That was a little scary on Brooklyn there. He's got 11 health left, but we're fine. So yeah, we will be back on Thursday, as I said, with more of this. Hopefully at that point, we will be able to take on the boat and the Misty Challenge. So thank you all so very much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed, or glad you enjoyed, and look forward to hearing from you. But for now, as I finish off this oddish, sorry, Amy. For now, from us here at this Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
Don't forget, we have a new video coming out on Sunday of us playing more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that, with one of my favorite thumbnails we have done to date, personally. Okay. I think it's Amy this time, and I think you killed it. So,
which one is it? Okay, yeah, that I like how that one came out.
My favorite. Definitely my favorite we've done so far. So stay tuned for that, because I think it is, oh boy. I think it's worth it. 9. I think we're fine. 8, 7, 6. We're good.
Yeah, the doing the thumbnails for those videos is really fun.
And then give us feedback on how the Final Fantasy VII ones look for you. I changed all of those literally today. So I hope that
was a lot of thumbnails to edit.
It sure was. So I hope people enjoy that. That was a lot of work, but it was worth it. Like I said, that series deserves it, and it deserves more eyes on it. So
yeah, so hopefully that does help with algorithm nonsense or whatever, some such. Anyway.
Agreed. So yeah, like I said, we'll be back. And so yes, as we always say, in whichever video or stream of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.